ahead of you is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledged knowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rock Knicks Universal main man, Uncle Freezie, coming through to rock the spot. Man, do we have a show for y'all? Lee, what's good?
Slow motion, man. Finding out was really good.
It was really good. It was really good. Hey, man, so I got something to say real quick, man. I'm gonna just ask you to hold on for me for just a second, man, while I get into a thing so we can get this
Give
show.
me your bag, man. I'm gonna put myself on mute and I'm gonna let you rock.
Yeah. So yeah, man, appreciate that, bro. So the rumor is that the Knicks tried to give up the entire kit and caboodle for Giannis, and it wasn't enough. The rumor is, I heard from about 4 different people with 4 different offers that they say they have good sourcing on that the Bucks turned down from the Knicks. So 2 people told me that the Bucks turned down OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Deuce for Giannis. I'd have turned that down too. Right? Another rumor was that the Bucks turned down OG Anunoby, Cat, and Deuce for Giannis. I'd have turned that down too. Right? One person that over the years rarely reaches out to me, rarely over the 5 years, they reached out to me and they told me something, and I tend to believe them. There's one person told me last year that Jericho Sims was a goner. And come to find out, Jericho Sims was a goner. And the year before that, he told me Quentin Grimes was a goner. Right? He told me that Quentin Grimes was as soon as the OG Anunoby trade went through, he hit me up and said, Quentin Grimes is gone. And I couldn't believe it, because I was in my mind, I'm thinking, how could you trade Quentin Grimes when you know that OG, and at that time, we were like, OG Anunoby is not the healthiest guy. Right? But he told me the offer was not OG and Bridges. The offer was not Cat and some crumbs. He told me, hit me up, and I would usually share, but I don't want to put this person out, right? I don't want to put this person out because they trust me with their identity, right? What this person told me is that the Knicks offered Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, and the Bucks turned it down. The offer was, hey, Jalen Brunson and Cat for Giannis and salary filler. And the Bucks turned it down. Right? Now, do I believe in my heart that's the offer? I can't bring myself to believe that the Knicks would offer Jalen Brunson and Cat in a trade for Giannis. Right? I can't bring in my heart to believe that. But at the same time, this person is also the same person that don't shoot me the gas. See, this person only puts stuff out there that this person knows to be has some truth to it. This person legit told me ahead of time about Jumpman being a goner. When I was standing up for Jumpman every night, he was like, "Hey, Uncle Freezie, bro, I promise you, Jumpman is gone." And I was like, "Nah, they ain't gonna trade Jumpman, bro. Why you gonna trade Jumpman? Why you trading Jericho Sims? He on low salary. He ain't did nothing to nobody. All he do is come through and hustle." And sure enough, he was right. And before that, when I was calling Quentin Grimes a ham sandwich every night, I was like, man, the Knicks are not going to trade that ham sandwich, bro. They love that ham sandwich, right? They love that ham sandwich. They are not going to trade that ham sandwich. And sure enough, before that season was over, Quentin Grimes was gone as a throw-in in a trade, by the way. Not even a key piece of a trade. It was, oh yeah, and Quentin Grimes was in that trade for Alec Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic. And this person hit me up about 1:45, about 2 o'clock, and said, Jalen Brunson and Cat for Giannis and trade filler. Right? And y'all know how I feel about Jalen Brunson. And y'all know how I feel about Cat. I don't want the Knicks to make any moves whatsoever. I feel like go to training camp, let the best man win. Whoever don't make the roster, don't make the roster. That's what I feel like, right? I'm not for a Giannis trade. I don't want to trade for a 30-year-old power forward that depends on athleticism that has played, man, thousands of NBA games already. I'm not that way about Giannis. Right? At the same time, the person that told me about that is a person that was right about a couple of other things. The thing about this, though, when I think about if it is indeed Cat and Brunson for Giannis and salary filler, what would the lineup look like? The lineup would look like a point guard, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Giannis, and Mitchell Robinson. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. I can't be mad at legitimately a lineup that features Bridges, OG, Giannis, and Mitchell Robinson. And I know the Cat fans are going to hate me for saying it. The Brunson fans are going to hate me for saying it. I'm here telling y'all my truth. The way I feel is I don't want the Knicks to do any trades. I would prefer to go to camp and let these guys battle it out. And whoever doesn't make the roster, they just don't make the roster. Right? I have faith in Mitch. I have faith in Cat. I have faith in Brunson. I have faith in OG. I have faith in Bridges. I have faith in Deuce. I have faith in all these other guys. I feel like the Knicks don't need a megastar trade. But is that what the Knicks front office thinks? Is that what the Knicks front office thinks? Does the Knicks front office believe they need a megastar to get them over the hump? Judging by what we're hearing today and by how rumors are swirling everywhere, maybe the Knicks do feel like they need that guy, a top 5, top 4 in the NBA type guy. in my mind, there are a few things that I've seen over these years that I believe to be true. And that is, fact number one is that the Knicks organization is buttoned up. I don't believe Leon Rose and his front office is the type of front office that will leak out rumors just to get buzz. But what I do know, though, is the internet has multiple sources, and I'm looking at them, from NewYorkPost.com, Yahoo.com, BasketballNetwork.net, CBSSports.com, Bleacher Report, SportsIllustrated.com, NBCSports.com. They all say something different. They say, or they have corroborated the Shams Charania story that the Knicks checked in on Giannis and made a splash type offer that the Bucks felt like wasn't good enough. Wasn't even strong enough to negotiate. We don't know what the Knicks offered because the Knicks are buttoned up. They don't let out stuff like this. And for anybody, whether they're a news reporter or a content creator or a celebrity, whoever it is, if they say they know exactly what the Knicks are doing, they lying. And anybody that speculates on what they think was offered should preface their statements by saying, this is what I think may have happened, and they should attach their name to it. And it's the reason why I searched the web before I got here tonight to see if someone would attach their names to whatever the rumor is, right? The only person that I've seen that has attached their name to anything is Shams. Now, here's the thing. Shams is the new rumor around the NBA guy. So if he mentioned that the Knicks talked to the Bucks about Giannis, that means the Knicks talked to the Bucks about Giannis. Because he's the NBA guy now. He's not the other guy. Who's the other guy? Woj. He's the new Woj. He's the new Woj, right? So if he said something, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? And I have somebody, I'm not going to say it's a source. I'm not even going to say it's an ally. I don't even really speak to this person like that. But what I will say is the person that I spoke with is 2 for 2. There's only 2 times that this person has reached out to me and said something, and it wound up being true. It eventually became true. So what I would say is this to that. This person said the Knicks offered Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Now, just because you're 2 for 2 doesn't automatically mean you'll be 3 for 3. But 2 for 2 is pretty doggone good. Lee, that's what I got, bro. Prince House Indoors in the building.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
What's good, bro? I mean, yo. Hey.
Lee, that's crazy, right?
Hey. It's Tuesday.
I'm not a reporter, bro. I'm not a reporter. I specifically keep my feet off of that ground. I'm not a reporter. I'm a fan, and I run a fans channel. Right? I don't do like the reporting stuff, the inside scoop. I don't do none of that stuff here. It's a fans channel. I think that stuff should be separate. If they do that stuff over there, we'll get some of that stuff, the stuff that we like, and we'll talk about it. But nah, man. So what you think about that, Lee?
I feel like that it's a slow news day, and we have to keep our names in the we got to keep something going on in the papers. So gossip, rumors. If it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. It's not done. All I know is I'm looking at the people on the team right now, and that's like a whole bunch of past tense stuff. So doesn't mean like ain't no grapes being bust right now.
Right.
There's a lot of interesting things about this report, though. A lot of interesting things. But yeah,
I read about 13 or 14 articles, right?
They're just taking Sham's article.
It's just gossip and innuendo like stuff.
Yeah, just taking Sham's words and just trying to give them an inch. They take a mile.
Yeah, basically what Fritz said. Basically, everybody's reporting on a report from Shams. Basically, just putting their spin on it. Basically, it's the same stuff recycled over and over, except for this one thing I heard, which shouldn't be news, is what I heard. Even what I heard is gossip. Well, I don't want to say gossip. Let me not say gossip, because the person that sent it to me is not like a gossipy person. It's not like a X person with like a million followers on X or nothing like that. It's just somebody with some maybe inside stuff. I don't know, because I don't know this person. This person goes by a screen name, but they were right about Grimes, and I was like, that's interesting. They write about Grimes, and then they were right about Jumpman. I was like, so you 2 for 2. Like before everybody else knew it, this person knew it. Like new Grimes was gone before everybody else knew it, and new Jumpman was gone before everybody else knew it. And now that
Jumpman was saying, predictable.
Huh?
Jumpman was predictable though. That's the one that's predictable. But hey, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by any of this report. The Knicks have wanted Giannis for a long time. And Giannis has wanted New York. He's hinted it. He's hinted at it.
I have never seen anything Giannis and Knicks related, bro. And now I'm not saying it didn't happen.
You didn't see All-Star Game last.
I'm telling you that I have never seen anything Knicks and Giannis connected. Now, I'm not saying that things didn't happen. I'm saying that I've never seen.
Well, how he talks about New York. He loves New York. Like, he loves the city of New York. Like, he vacations in New York. Like, yeah. But also when he was talking about...
what does that have to do with the Knicks, though?
I know, but he also talked about when he was talking about legacy, it wasn't this All-Star game, the year before, when they were kind of saying, hey, we should do World versus USA. He said, yeah, the Europeans are taking over. And he's like, yeah, I want Europeans to take over. He said, I want Jokic to go to LA. I forgot who he said go to New York. And basically, the Europeans need to be in the big markets. And he said, like, they should set their legacy in the big markets. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But he didn't say Knicks, though.
No, he didn't say like Knicks. He said New York. Everybody knew what he meant, but everybody's talking about his legacy. He wants to win multiple championships. So we know something is. He eventually wants to be moved because Milwaukee isn't happening, and he's been like hinting it a few weeks ago, or was it a month ago? They asked him about Milwaukee. Are you going to ask for a trade? And he said no. He said Milwaukee's going to trade me. They're going to trade me. He said, I guarantee you they'll trade me. And he's like, they can't let me leave for nothing. They can't let me leave for nothing. Like, they're going to trade me. They're going to look out for themselves. I guarantee you they'll trade me. Trade me, not me necessarily asking for them to trade me.
Hello. Right. But
Hey,
nothing specifically.
Nothing specific in New York.
Giannis said Knicks, though.
No, he hasn't drew the line in the sand. No.
David Smith said, this leads right into the narrative you've been promoting forever, trade Catherine. David Smith, stop being a fucking liar. You sound like a pussy by putting words in people's mouth. David Smith. You never heard me say trade Cat for Giannis. Stop acting like a bitch.
Hey, Freezie, good to see you too.
Stop putting words in people's mouth.
Yeah, that's something that you'll never hear. Like you're not gonna hear that from the Knicks. Nothing,
And you're not gonna hear stuff like this, like David Smith putting words in people's mouth. You legitimately have never heard me say trade Cat for anything.
I didn't even hear you say that at all when I first talked to you. When I first started talking on here. Also,
yeah,
hi, Fritz.
David Smith. That's exactly what I'm saying. Stop acting like a pussy. Stop putting words in people's mouth. If you like Cat, say you like Cat. Right? Like, I'm legitimately a fan of David Smith. Right? But you'll never catch me lying on David Smith.
Damn, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real. I don't like this whole Giannis talk, right? Especially when the news dropped today. I even said too, I was like, why would I even trade for Giannis? I like who we got. I like the core we got. I like the team we got. Why am I trading for Giannis? Or better yet, didn't the window even close on Giannis?
But Yuri, this is the thing though. This is the thing. This is not a Knicks fan thing.
Right.
This is not Knicks fans drumming up Giannis trade talk. This is legit Shams saying the Knicks reached out directly to the Bucks about Giannis. So this is not about like people in the chat or anything like that. This is legitimately reporting that's been vetted that the Knicks reached out to the Bucks. Right. So because think about it, there are a lot of people out there that don't like Cat. Right. There are a lot of people out there that don't like OG and people don't like Bridges and things of that sort. Right. But this is not about that. This is not about fan talk. This is about legitimately the Knicks organization reaching out to the Bucks organization.
Right.
Right. So even if you feel like you feel like a lot of us feel, like you legitimately feel like a lot of us feel like, hey man, we finally got some guys. Let's let these guys play and things of that sort. Right. Like, because after when you're a fan of a team, you actually kind of like get attached to certain players and want to see them do well for your organization. Right. Like legit, regardless how we feel about, say, Deuce McBride. We want to root for Deuce because Deuce doing well for the Knicks helps the Knicks do well.
Right.
Right. Lee, am I wrong with that? Chet, am I wrong with that?
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not wrong at all.
Right. It's like, right. It's like,
bro.
Right. It's like how the Mitchell Robinson fans in the chat, they root for Mitch because they want Mitch to do well because Mitchell Robinson helped the Knicks do well. And if the Knicks do well, then that gets us closer to that championship. Right. And that's ultimately the thing that we want to, that place that we want to get to.
Right. The one thing that worries me about this, Freezie, I know the front office is not stupid on this. Shout out to them, by the way, for how they handled this whole thing. I actually do appreciate the Knicks reaching out to Giannis. I do. Because it's malpractice not to reach out to Giannis. Let's be real here. As much as we're upset about it, let's be real. It's malpractice not to reach out to Giannis. or at least
What's there to be upset about? What's there to be upset about? They do that. That's what they're supposed to do. But you're right, Yuri.
it just feels like I'm one of the people that has been against trading for Giannis for many times, but I see the value in getting Giannis. I'm not gonna diss him completely, but I like the core we have. I like the players we got. I like the
Right.
new coach we have. I don't want this to become a Melo 2.0 is what I'm trying to say. That's all. I don't want this to become Melo 2.0 where Giannis forces himself here.
It's been a while too since Leon Rose has been here. He's constantly turned over the roster looking for the perfect formula, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he finally gets to a point where part of the formula gets them to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
Now, do you turn that formula over again after getting to the Eastern Conference Finals? Do you trade some combination of Brunson, Cat, OG, Bridges, Mitch, Deuce, young kids, draft picks to bring into Giannis just so that you can start all over again, rebuilding a supporting cast for a superstar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that, bro.
And I know the way you guys look at it, hey, starting over, but the way he can actually look at it is how a lot of people look at as a window. You know how a lot of people say, oh no, we're in a 3-year window. The difference is if you have superstars, your window never really closes until someone is upside down. Like the window wouldn't close.
Right.
So like it's very so it's he probably wants something like that because right now we're shuffling players around trying to find the right combination. Once you just have superstars on the board, you're never out of the game. If it just doesn't work, you trade a superstar. And I can get 2 all-stars. I can always back out. This is what like Philly did. Philly got guys who are hurt, so that doesn't really work. But like if they're healthy, like that window doesn't close.
I'm not buying it.
You're not buying it, Lee?
Yeah, me either.
I'm not buying it. You know, that's and no disrespect to you, Fritz, but like that's some armchair quarterback 2K. 2K. Hold on a second. Let me finish because I let you do your thing, bro.
Let him finish dissing you first. Go ahead, Lee.
Go ahead, bro. Because I mean, this is like some armchair quarterback 2K stuff. Like this is like it's overturning this team all over. This dramatic move again. Worth all of this for real? Are you really telling me that? Like we gotta reshuffle? That is crazy. That's crazy. If that's how the league's gonna be now, why the hell watch basketball? Because it's constantly gonna be musical chairs.
40% of the league changes chairs every year.
Yeah. And Pierre Moy says that was violent talk. Now, man. Hey, so Pierre Moyes, listen. The thing is we all been rocking together for a long time, right? But the thing I won't do, and the thing I really don't stand by if it happens to somebody else, is when somebody attributes something to you that's not true, right? When somebody does that, see, it's not even about the brotherhood no more. Like when somebody says something weird like that, man, it's not about that no more. It's about like maybe somebody is just like trying to cross the line somewhere. And this is like the place, this has been the place for years I've been saying is the safe place where we can come and have our opinions. So I'm not trying to go out on this thing and say and do all the, but I'm also not going to be pushed around and bullied by nobody, period. That part just ain't happening. And I mean, and I don't care who feelings get hurt. Like, if we're just having a conversation and you have your opinion, man, I support you having your opinion. Have your opinion, right? Like, have your opinion. I mean, I don't care. Fritz, hey, Fritz, how many times have you and I sat on a panel with bunches of people that had different opinions from us?
All the time.
All the time. All the time. And there's no, and I don't have a problem with, like, when people have their own opinion, I don't care.
Same.
Because people think, yo, you remember, Fritz, you remember the Friday night we sat up here with Cowboy Bob? And Cowboy Bob said he wanted 30 rebounds and 50 points off the bench. Remember that?
Yeah.
I watched that.
That was his opinion. He wanted 50. I'm sorry, not 30 rebounds. I think he said he wanted like 20 rebounds and 50 points off the bench. One Friday night, I was in here painting this room. And I was like, Cowboy Bob, how often is it that you get 50 points per game off your bench? Well, that was Cowboy Bob's opinion.
Yo, we got a super chat. Damn. We got a nice little super chat.
Yeah. Hey, let me, Justo, my guy. My guy Justo says, Justo, thank you for the generous contribution. Justo says, this Giannis news feels like a Giannis-led agenda while we're focused on a chip. Next season, he can be plan B if this doesn't work. I think we can't knock the idea when we traded stars last season. Probably. Just hey man, listen, I'm team Knicks. So if the Knicks do trade for Giannis, I'll support Giannis. Right? Like I don't have a thing. But if you're asking me, is that my favorite thing to do in this moment? Nah. I don't want to trade for a 30-year-old athletic power forward. That's just my opinion.
And my opinion, and I've said it here, but my opinion is this: like, if we look at what Giannis has done since 2021, playoffs, 2022, second round, 2023, first round, 2024, first round, 2025, first round. There is a pattern to this. Does he show up in the playoffs? I'm not saying he doesn't. He shows up to the playoffs 100%. What he did in the playoffs, generational. Let's just agree to that. What I'm trying to make is that why am I trading and gutting this team for a 30-year-old athletic power forward so that we can win a chip? I like the roster we got. We can finally do 5 out with Cat and Yabusele. We could do 4 out with Mitch. And I see Mike Brown already experimenting throughout the preseason. I want to see how it is with Mike Brown at the helm this year compared to how it was with Tibbs. If Mike Brown doesn't get us to the promised land, then I'm saying, okay, make the trade for Giannis. But as of right now, I want to see how this team is before we pull any triggers.
Yeah.
And shout out to Freezie too, by the way.
Yeah, Ribs is in the building. Salute. Put this back in there because I think somebody said they agree with it. So Randall said he agreed with it. The Giannis news feels like a Giannis-led agenda.
It is.
Yeah, it may be, but the thing is the reason why I wanted to kind of touch on it a little bit after doing some research about it is, man, I'm not saying that this is true, but what if the Knicks did offer Jalen Brunson and Cat, and that wasn't enough for Giannis? Like, in my mind, that's not enough for Giannis. In my mind, and there's no disrespect to Jalen Brunson, and there's no disrespect for Cat, but when you have an MVP caliber, first ballot Hall of Famer in his prime years, I think you got to get a MVP caliber Hall of Fame type player in return that's in his prime. Right? That's my opinion. Like, the only players that you should consider for Giannis is Jokic. That may be it. I don't respect SGA's MVP like I should, but yeah. A guy like Giannis is probably going to finish his career as a top 25 NBA player of all time, regardless if he wins another chip or not. right? Like legitimately, right now at this moment, a pure NBA fan would have Giannis Antetokounmpo ranked all time ahead of players like Patrick Ewing and Charles Barkley, ahead of Karl Malone, and y'all know why.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think the Knicks should. If you're paying like fair market value, like they shouldn't. But some things about this show that this is supposedly rigged. Like this is Giannis. This is Giannis doing his part, trying to leave. Certain things that like never happened. Milwaukee approached Giannis after they made their trades, they did their signings, and basically say, hey, try to convince him, hey, we can still compete.
I didn't think about that.
No, they not only that. I guess Giannis had his reservations about it, and basically they told him to come back with a list. Everybody knows when you come back with a list, it's like 5 teams, 3 teams, and they said his list was 1 team. And the Knicks reached out to Milwaukee. This is him trying to make things happen. But it's going to take more. It's not. Giannis is going to have to make it ugly.
Ugly
to make it. Yeah, you know how.
Yeah, but first, I think because this is a conversation we had the other night. What I was saying though is I think the point we're missing is the Knicks initiated the conversation.
But Giannis initiated conversation with Milwaukee, but somehow in this, the Knicks reached out to Milwaukee.
That's the whole key.
This is what I'm talking.
Weird thing.
I'm talking about this from a Knicks fan and a Knicks organization's perspective. The stuff with Giannis, because listen, if Milwaukee trades Giannis anywhere else besides the Knicks, guess what? The Knicks are still intact. So if Giannis could go to Brooklyn, and that still doesn't impact us the way that people think. What I'm saying is, from the Knicks' perspective, is Leon Rose done tinkering, or is this just his bucket list dream checklist number 1? Right? Like
he's never done tinkering.
He's never done tinkering.
Well, the thing is about going all in is at some point you're done tinkering. Right? At some point you're done tinkering. Right? Because the thing is about going all in. Smart people know what the word all is. Right? You don't have to be Einstein to know what the word all means.
Right.
You don't have to be Einstein to understand what the word going is. Right? You put those together, that means you're going to use every resource you have, right? And push it into the middle of the table. Going all in is a poker reference, right? All your chips, you push them in the middle of the table because you're taking a gamble on the next hand, on this hand right here.
Yeah.
That's what going all in means.
But you've also seen teams who've gone too far. Like the Phoenix Suns, when they put KD on the Suns, that was a good trade. All those trades were good up until you got Bradley Beal, and then you went too far.
But that's what all in means. That's what all in means.
But that was too far. That was the one that was too far.
But that's what all in means, though. All in means you're going to take all your resources and gamble on whatever is next. Right? That's what all in means. All in doesn't mean you make a trade here, you save this asset over here for next summer, and then you develop such and such, he's untouchable. That's not what all in means.
But that's Leon Rose has done little things, small gambles. He done small gambles. He hasn't made a big gamble yet. And you remember I said earlier in the year, I said the way he would impress me is he takes a big gamble and he wins, because everything he's done is small. Even getting Jalen Brunson was a small gamble.
Wait,
because
hold
he
on.
wanted Jalen Brunson.
Chris is bugging.
No, he wanted Jalen Brunson for the culture.
This dude traded Julius Randle and Dante for Cat.
You're
right. He traded.
That's not a big gamble?
He traded 5 picks.
That's a major gamble.
Yes, that's big. How much bigger can you get? He traded all those picks for McCalvert. Bro, you bugging.
What about firing Tom Thibodeau? Was that not a gamble as well?
Lost it, bro. All the stuff he traded for Mikal Bridges, he basically mortgaged the future for Mikal Bridges. That's a gamble, a huge gamble. He traded for OG Anunoby, who had an injury history, right? And then OG came here and OG got injured.
None of the players
That's
that we gave up for Mikal Bridges.
Can I also add too? Isn't firing Tom Thibodeau?
Let me just say this real quick, Fritz. It's not about those. It's not about the draft picks themselves. It's about mortgaging the future. That's what I'm saying. That's a huge gamble, bro. That's huge. That's not a small thing. Trading away, like legit, you trade away 11 players to get 3 players in return, like in a cat deal. That's crazy. You trade away like that's huge, bro.
We gave up a lot for Cat, man. We really did. We gave up a lot for Cat. And here's the thing, even back then when the Cat trade happened, the Knicks didn't want to give up Dante. They just wanted Randall and Deuce. The original trade was supposed to be Randall and Deuce McBride. But moving on to my point, what I was about to say.
No, I think it was a calculated risk, but it wasn't. I don't think it was a huge gamble.
Yeah, Fritz, you wilding, bro. You just
Another thing.
I don't even. I promise you, I was expecting Fritz to say something else, bro. I promise you, I don't understand.
No, I didn't.
Can you explain to me why trading like all those picks for Mikal Bridges is not a huge gamble?
We're getting 4 picks back by the way next year.
But he didn't give up talent as well as picks. It was a pick heavy trade. So instead of giving talent, he gave up picks. And also he's expecting us to be good, so those are low draft picks.
Hey man, your starting point guard was a low draft pick, bro.
I know.
So basically, if I put it this way, we gave up 7 Jalen Brunsons for Mikal Bridges. Would you understand what I'm saying?
I know, but those aren't realized assets yet. Those aren't realized assets. He gave up what he needed to. He got a player who gave him 2 years of low pay, and who gave him exactly what he wanted. He bought himself 2 years. He didn't not only just buy the talent, he bought himself 2 years.
Hey, Fritz, look at this. Sherwin says, if you own a business and it's not growing your business, Rose is a businessman. The team must get better every day.
The team is better.
Hey, I'm just saying that this is an inside joke between me and Fritz. I was talking to Fritz on stage one night about how everybody talks about, business, like they invented business or something. Like we know, Sherwin, we know what business is, bro.
We just talked about this last night.
Yeah, we know what business is, bro. I appreciate where you're going with it, but we understand that. But this is not what we're saying in that sense, though, Sherwin. We're talking about the Knicks legitimately reaching out to the Bucks. Like all the other stuff, we understand. Like if Leon Rose wasn't doing that, we would be trying to run him out of here because his job is to improve the roster. And if he wasn't trying to improve the roster, we fire him and bring in somebody who would be committed to it. So I get what you're saying on that point. And maybe Sherwin wasn't talking to me. Maybe he's putting it in the chat for everybody, right? Maybe he's put, you know,
now,
yeah.
Yo, Freezie, I'm telling you right now, this is what happened. The agent flew a kite to Leon Rose and told Leon Rose, press him real quick because Giannis really wants to come to the city. Whoever said that in the background is crazy, but it's cool.
Right. My stance on it, bro, is like y'all know how, like, in terms of the front office stuff and the salary cap stuff, I think about that secondary because I think about the stuff on the floor first. Right. I think Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns are top 3, top 4 at their position. Right. Like, legitimately, you're not going to find a guy in the NBA, right, that's as skilled as Karl Anthony Towns. You're just not. Right? Dudes in this league can't do what Cat does offensively
on a daily basis.
Right. For instance, there's never going to be a night where you're going to say, hey, man, we're going to move Jokic to the 4 so that we could put a defensive center in the game. Jokic would get killed every night. There's no way Jokic could slide and play a different position. Karl Anthony Towns can play multiple positions in the front court, right? Cat can shoot the 3. Cat can rebound at a high level when he's healthy. In my mind, when Karl Anthony Towns is healthy, he is the best all-around offensive center in the league when he's healthy. That's my opinion. Now, what he does defensively, we can have a separate conversation what he does defensively. In my mind, Jalen Brunson is a top 6 or 7 offensive weapon across the league, period, regardless of position. Now, if you want to have a separate discussion on what he does defensively, then we can do that, right? Giannis Antetokounmpo, though, is going to be a top 25 player of all time, maybe top 20. In my opinion, when Giannis hangs it up, Giannis might be in the conversations of legacy-wise, in the conversations of maybe Dr. J, Larry Bird, and those guys. Remember, Giannis is 30. Giannis is not 35, he's 30.
And he's still doing it.
He's got 5 more elite years easy. He's got easily 5 more elite years, right? Cat, in my mind, is a perfect fit for the Knicks because he offers the Knicks a lot of versatility in what they can do offensively, right? Because OG and Bridges and other guys on the roster, they can't score like Cat can score, right? And it's not me fluffing up Cat, no pun intended, fluffing up Cat all of a sudden. This is who he's been historically. Now, defensively, that's another thing, right? But it's whatever. I'm surprised, and I wanted to get Fritz. I was going to hit you up earlier to ask you. Mm-hmm. Are you not surprised that the Knicks reached out to the Bucks to see if they can pry away Giannis?
No, I expected it.
Same. I expected it to at some points, but I think it would be back before the season.
I expected it this year, and I expected it next year. I expected them to reach out.
Right. The reaching out part is what I'm talking about. Not going all in to, gut the roster to make sure something happens. I'm talking about the going in to the
no, because
inquiring part.
This summer is
the Frizzy leave?
No,
I'm here. The Bucks are in a bad spot. Like Leon Rose had a good summer. The Bucks had like an unbelievable summer. They literally signed like 7 guys to the roster, all mercenaries. So like they're basically putting this team together year to year. And Giannis knows it's like, hey, they're not building anything. They're just trying to make it every year. Like, they're at the end of the road. Like, when you don't have like moves, you don't have chess moves left. That's where they're at.
Okay, that makes sense.
Look at who they signed. They signed a whole bunch of guys who are looking for their next contract. Let me go on Milwaukee.
They did that year. They did that the year before though.
Yeah, so they're doing it every year. You don't have guys like, hey, he's up next in Milwaukee. None of them. Only guys who really blossomed were guys that people didn't want to touch. You got white beaters. You got the people that people do not want to touch are the only people who actually kind of grew on that team.
Can I say one thing though, Fritz, if you don't mind? And this is a whole other
go
topic I
ahead.
was trying to get off before we got off topic. I think the biggest risk that Leon ever did, right? Biggest risk has to be firing Tom Thibodeau. I think that was a big risk because a lot of people know Tom Thibodeau, good coach, great ceiling, right? We hit the ceiling with Tom Thibodeau when we reached the ECF. And Uncle Freezie's here, thank God. Fritzie, what I was saying was that I think Leon Rose firing Tom Thibodeau was a very big risk.
I think it just had to happen. It just had to happen.
Maybe it did have to happen, but wait, leave me on why I say that. Firing Tom Thibodeau was a really big risk. And you placed him Mike Brown. Now, Mike Brown's going to have all this pressure to get back to where the Knicks were at one point. Another thing, Tom Thibodeau, while we don't like to admit it, and his ways were very unorthodox, he had to basically change his franchise as well for the past 5 years.
But it's 5 years though. He had a lot of time. He had a lot of time. But not only that, but the thing is like he didn't grow. There were things in his face and he just didn't do it. Someone who just doesn't.
The results got you there.
Yeah, well, let me just say the thing about Tom Thibodeau is Tom Thibodeau fired himself, bro.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Tom Thibodeau fired. It's not even about X's and O's. This is about you can't go to work and ignore your boss. Legit. One of the things people forgot about is Tom Thibodeau wasn't speaking to Leon Rose.
Is there an article about that? I've been trying to find that all over the place.
I heard that in multiple places.
Yes.
Places. I don't know if there's an article about it or not.
Because I've had a fun action that. That's why.
Legit, who goes to work and ignores their boss and think that there are going to be no repercussions?
Actually, now that we're talking about that, Fritzie, remember that LA game when Jalen Brunson got injured? Right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I got a story for you. And I got confirmation because I had a friend, Knicks 25-26, who was at that game.
Right.
Leon Rose was at the game.
Okay.
Right? Tom Thibodeau was right there. Tibbs was coaching the players before the game started. Leon Rose stared at him. Tom Thibodeau stared at him. Nothing. Said nothing. Tom Thibodeau and Leon Rose and World Wide West was there.
And that's part of things like interpersonal skills. You have that when you lack interpersonal skills, whether you like someone or not, whether you think you're smarter than someone or you don't, there's still a level of communication that you have to do with your players and with your coaching staff and with your bosses. You just can't stop talking to your boss.
Respect too.
One of the things in Knicks universe, I heard the whole time people say Tom Thibodeau won 50 multiple back-to-back 51 seasons. It probably should have been 3. The year we won 48 games and we lost to Indiana and the New Orleans Pelicans back-to-back. When we were at 58, I think we were at 48 wins, and we had to win like 2 out of the last 3 or something like that
to clinch the 4th seed. Back in 2020.
Yeah, and we lost to an Indiana team that had everybody out hurt, and then in that game we played against the Pelicans, the slim guy, what's the slim guy got traded? Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram caught fire on Quentin Grimes, and there was nothing Grimes could do, bro. When scorers in this league get hot, there's nothing you could do. It don't even matter if it was Grimes or not. It could have been Dennis Rodman. It don't even matter. Brandon Ingram got hot, and they looked at Jalen Brunson, who had that cross. Remember Jalen Brunson had the thing on his wrist, the sling on his wrist?
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. They looked at Jalen Brunson with the sling on the wrist and like, man, you may as well sit for this last game. I mean, why bother? You know, everybody's locked in. Why bother? That was the same. Randall had the high ankle sprains. Remember that? It was like, why bother, man? Y'all just get some rest for these games, and then we'll see what we can do.
I'm trying to find an article, Freezie. I can't find an article about Tom Thibodeau not talking to his boss because I know someone who says, "Do you have an article that can prove it?" I'm like,
no, there's several. Yeah, there were several. Like he was, like they said they didn't speak for like months. He's like months.
That's wild.
He fired himself, bro. I mean, if you're the boss and you have an employee, Lee, if you're the boss and an employee goes rogue, what's gonna happen, bro?
Oh, you're gonna get fired quicker than Texas lick his own ass.
You're getting fired.
Yeah, it's just what it is, bro. Coaches have shelf lines, bro. Like that man, he was the coach for 5 years. I mean, how much longer?
He was on ball of time. He had to be. He was on ball of time. The only way he was keeping his job is if he won a title.
Right.
That's just crazy. I'm trying to find an article. Fritz, if you have an article, put it in the chat because I've been trying to find an article on this for months when it happened. For months.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what, and I'm just mentioning that about Tom Thibodeau. In terms of the roster, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I know there are Knicks fans that would love to get Giannis. And I'm here to say, man, I just don't think the Knicks have what it takes to get Giannis and still be competitive looking to win a championship. I don't think you can do both at the same time. Not right now, because the Knicks do have enough to get Giannis.
They do.
But they don't have enough to get Giannis and compete for a championship. They would have to make some moves after they got Giannis, in my opinion.
I'm no on Giannis. I'm sorry. 30 years old, injury prone, injured in the playoffs. Yeah. I'd rather have Cat over Giannis. That's on my emotions speaking to me. That's just how I feel a lot.
King is here from X. Yeah, man. King is here. Hey, man.
King.
So the rumor is, pardon that. The rumor that I got, and I'm not breaking news. I'm sharing this with y'all. Like, I'm not all over X or Twitter or Instagram saying nothing. This is what I'm sharing with y'all. I was advised that the Knicks offered Jalen Brunson and Cat for Giannis, and the Bucks laughed the Knicks off the phone. And before we say the money doesn't work, remember that Jalen Brunson is not a ultra max player. I think Jalen Brunson's scheduled for 37.5 or somewhere in that neighborhood, where the Bucks would have to take that money off the roster and match. Right now, I'm not a fan of any of it. I say leave Giannis where he is. Right, leave Giannis where he is. And the Knicks just go play basketball. That's my opinion.
That's crazy. So what was the rumor? That it was JB and Cat?
And Cat for Giannis.
And the Milwaukee just laughed it off the phone.
Yeah.
But you don't that doesn't factor in on how large his trade was. Like any trade with Milwaukee and the Knicks is going to be massive. Like 5 teams. So you could be getting Giannis and someone else. Like
Right.
this doesn't have to be just hey Giannis for those two.
Indeed.
It could
Indeed.
be someone else coming that you just didn't think of.
Right.
But
Right.
they said, yeah, a lot of what was said with Shams makes me think that somebody is trying to reignite something.
Reignite
Like-
how? Like,
Yeah.
Like trying to reignite a trade that's dead.
Yeah.
that makes more sense. Yeah.
Trying to jumpstart a rumor. I mean, jumpstart a thing is what it felt like to me. And I'll tell y'all the sources that I looked at. So y'all know I won't just come up here BSing y'all. I looked at NBC Sports, SportsIllustrated.com, Bleacher Report, CBSSports.com, something called JSON Line,
I know that website.
basketballnetwork.net, yahoo.com had 2 articles, New York Post had 2 articles, sportsgrid.com, Bleacher Report with another one, and then I saw a Substack and a couple of Facebook posts about it. So it wasn't just me doing random stuff. This is what I looked at before I
This is
even
actual
entered the
research.
conversation. Yeah. So I'm vetting what the world is saying versus what somebody told me.
Yeah, because the interesting things about it, no, the Knicks would never put out that they were the only team. Milwaukee for sure ain't gonna say that the Knicks were the only team. The only person who's gonna say they're the only team is Giannis's people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this is who they get besides Miles King. I love you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And so one of the things too that I think Knicks fans should consider is if Giannis indeed wants to be traded, and if the Bucks are indeed looking for a haul, y'all already know whether you're a fan of the Yankees, the Mets, the Knicks, the Giants, the Rangers, the Devils, the Liberty, the Islanders, whoever, if a megastar in another place is interested in moving, the first place they bring up is y'all already
New
know.
York.
New York.
Yep. Right. Regardless what sport it is, regardless what sport it is, when somebody wants to move, the first place they bring up is that New York sports team. Y'all know this already.
Yeah. So earlier I was talking about, on the Naked Time show, I was talking about how this kind of parallels Melo's coming to New York, because I think a lot of times Melo said, "Hey, I would always like to play in New York." He said it kind of lightly, and a lot of the New York. We next year we would have had, it would have been an easy transition.
Absolutely.
To get Melo, and that's where our mind was at until Melo's like, "No, I want to leave now."
Yeah.
And then the Knicks engaged, and then
Dolan engaged. Yeah, Dolan took over.
Dolan engaged, and then when the Knicks are kind of on their way out, he said, "Oh, you know what? I'll consider some other teams," and that's when New York put their foot on the gas, and they made it happen.
Yeah. So Fritz, you're right, because Donnie Walsh engaged first, and then when Melo did that, then that's when James Dolan. You're right.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing is, like, we may be looking at it now, be like, "No, we don't want to give all that up." But if Giannis says, "Hey, I want to leave now," and maybe the Knicks step on the gas and give a little bit more than they probably wanted to give up at first.
True. Fritzy, though, if Leon didn't say it, I don't care. Moving in silence. I agree. If Leon doesn't say it, I don't want to hear it.
Oh no, but the thing is, Leon is going to bet against himself. That's if he's the only game in town, there's no way he's going to he ain't going to bet against himself. You know what I mean?
You think he'll actually go for it?
Not when there's no other suitor. If there's no other team that can afford Giannis, Leon Rose is not going to overpay.
Yeah.
He didn't overpay for Donovan Mitchell. He would rather watch Donovan Mitchell go to Cleveland than overpay.
I remember that too. I've actually had a conversation about that with someone. It was like, what if we did get the Donovan trade? What if it did go through? It was like, we would have been gutted. That team would have been gutted from the start.
Yeah. Because Giannis doesn't have the leverage until next year. Unless he's gonna just pull a Jimmy Butler. Unless he pulls a Jimmy Butler, he doesn't have that kind of leverage.
But that's not even in his character either, though.
That's not his character.
Yeah.
That too. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So, and you remember, AD was the same thing. AD was like, "Hey, I want to go to New York." We didn't make that happen either.
Yeah.
But I don't think it happens unless someone comes out of character. Unless somebody comes out of character, I don't think it happens.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't think the Knicks are. Right now, I think the main thing the Knicks are focused on, because this is talk from the summer. I think right now, what the Knicks talk is the guys, the Pacom Dadier stuff. I think that may be their focus. Like, do we keep these two young guys to bring in vets to sit at the end of the bench for a year, and then at the end of the year, Kolek is gone, Dadier is gone, and those vets are gone. But you may win a championship. I think that's their focus. Like, does a end of the bench veteran like Garrison Matthews, for example, does signing Garrison Matthews move the needle enough for the Knicks to move guys they used quality draft picks on? Right. I think that's their dilemma at the moment. I don't even think Giannis is on the radar. Now, with that said, these front offices have 300, 400 people working in the front office, every organization, and everybody, they're not going to have, when I say 300, 400, of course, they probably only have 20 department heads and maybe 5 decision makers. You know what I'm saying? And then one ultimate decision maker under the owner, right? Even with that does, you do have enough people to work on multiple situations at once. But why when you're focused on trying to win a championship?
Yeah, I'm still in the mind of Knicks are making a consolidation trade. I don't think Landry moves the needle enough. I think if you got rid of Kolek, the way it would be different is you could sign somebody before the playoffs. I'd take that before giving up Dadier. Unless you can get a first-round pick. If you get a first-round pick, even if it's guaranteed low, I'll take it for Dadier. But if I don't get a first-round pick, no.
Only thing I'm considering, and I know this is going to sound crazy. The only thing I'm considering is Dadier and Kolek for Keon Ellis. If that's not the move, I'm done talking about it. Lee, if that ain't the move, what else do I have to play? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, because teams are in, because one of the, or so Yuri, one of the things that we forget, right? One of the things that we forget is that you only have 2 options.
Right.
You have the teams that are tanking, that are always looking for young talent or assets. Can you get one of those 50,000 draft picks that they have for Pacom Dadier so that he can go be amongst his own, like the young deer looking the young? Can you trade Dadier to
Sacramento?
whatever team has a lot of young draft picks, a lot of young player picks, and a lot of draft picks, can you trade Dottier to New Orleans?
Washington. Oh yeah, New Orleans even better.
Yeah, for like maybe
Charlotte.
Yeah, or Charlotte or something for like either a late first or a bunch of second round picks. Can you trade Dottier for that?
If I can trade numbers,
hold on, let me finish. Hold on. Or the other end of that, Yuri, is this, right? The teams that are championship contenders are always pressed up against the salary cap, right? That's how they got to be championship contenders, because they manipulated and managed their cap properly so that every ounce of player is a useful player under their salary cap, and now they don't have assets to trade you in exchange. So it's either, you force a Minnesota Timberwolves to take a trade, or you trade Dottier to the New Orleans Pelicans. And even in both of those situations, a championship contender is not gonna. They're just like us, looking for other quality assets to add on the cheap, right? That's what they're looking for. They're in the same boat we are, right? So in theory, we're looking for another New York Knicks type team, right? To see if we can, because they'll want quality to add for their championship run, or can we get Brooklyn to take Hakeem Dottier for, who knows, a couple of those first round picks from 28 and 30. Like, can you get that in exchange? That way Dottier's off the roster and you can add these veterans that you want to add. The thing about that is the teams that have all those draft picks, they're hoarders. They want to keep their draft picks. That's the opposite of what they want to do, because the assets have value all the way up until draft night. Once you draft a player, that it doesn't have the same value as that draft pick held, right? Unless it's Anthony Edwards or somebody like that, right? So when we talk about moving Hakeem Dottier, it's like, who is in the ideal place to take up Hakeem Dottier?
Phoenix.
The teams that hoard draft picks, they don't trade draft picks, they hoard them.
Yeah.
Or a veteran team that needs maybe a cheap contract, a contract locked in for a few years, so that they won't have that weird thing of having 12 guys on a roster and no cap space, right? And then they have to manipulate stuff in order to get to 14 and then eventually 15. So just the fact that we're talking about a trade of Kolek and Dottier is difficult in itself, especially this late into the offseason. If this was done on draft night and before free agency started, we're having a different conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
So the way I view it, Freezie, thank you for asking me that. I would go, if a team wants Hakeem Dottier, I'm trading Hakeem Dottier to a poverty tanking team for development. The Knicks right now I don't want to say can't develop players, because that's me bashing them for not doing player development. But if I can get back a stack of second pick rounders, right? Because the Knicks, for whatever reason, can draft in the second round instead of the first round. If I can get a stack of second rounders for 2026, 2029, right? I'm good with that. But if I'm the Knicks also, there's a team that can take Dottier, and that we could cut off some salary from that, and get something back in return, not for a massive, but return just for enough for us to squeeze by, I'll take that too. So I would rather go with the poverty team part than the first part. I think second rounders are extremely important in this day and age compared to how they were back then.
Yeah, but Knicks didn't like a team I would probably trade him to is Phoenix. And we have other assets we can trade.
How does hey, let me ask the Phoenix. Let's talk about the Phoenix thing just real quick. Does Phoenix has the cap space to take on a guy after the new trade? I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They do? Okay.
Yeah, once they stretched Bradley Beal, they're under the tax.
Okay.
But one of the things is the Knicks got other assets. So they can trade Bacome Dadier. They can trade James Najee. They can trade other assets to maybe get a first round pick. Like Phoenix has Phoenix made a mistake last deadline trading one of their high first round picks for 3 like low first round picks. Because they thought they was trading KD.
Right.
And they end up not doing it. So like
you talking about the deal they did with OKC? The OKC deal?
Yeah.
That was stupid.
That was
Yeah.
So like one of those picks, like it's gonna be in the
that dude
20s.
got fired, right? James, what's the name? Ain't there no more, right?
Nope. Gone.
I wonder why.
So I mean, like I'll trade Bacome and Najee for that pick.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. And one of the things too about Tyler Kolek, and this is no knock on Kolek, right? Kolek's a fine player. He'll be a solid NBA player eventually, right? It's just taking some time. But at his age, he is like where he is, bro. He's like a few months younger than Deuce. At least that's what I thought.
How old is he?
A few months younger than Deuce.
24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like you don't look at him and Kev McCullough like kids, right? Like how we say, hey man, Kev McCullough looks better than Diawara and Pacom Danier. Well, of course he does, right? Because he's 24 and these dudes are 20.
Yeah.
You would hope for a guy his age, at Kev McCullough's age, dudes with talent are making an all-star team already. Right? Dudes with talent. Now, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying, guys like Anthony Edwards are making the all-star team before they're 24. Right? Like Derrick Rose and them, like whoever it is, you say, just random lottery pick star is making the all-star team if they're good enough by Kevin McCullough's age. And there's no knock on Kevin McCullough because I like him, right? I like Kevin McCullough. I'm one of the first people that said he is the jumbo Josh Hart, right? He's jumbo Josh Hart, right? But at his age, we can't say, hey man, this dude's a kid, man. Let the young kids play. What young kid? What young kid? This dude has a mustache. Pacom Danier mustache ain't even came in yet.
Excuse me, Fritzy. Real quick. Phoenix is not under the cap. They're more than $46 million over the cap. Actually,
he said tax. He said tax. Yeah, he said tax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're under the tax by like $9 million.
Yeah.
And they only have 12. They only have 12 on their roster.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So Lee, let me ask you this from a basketball perspective, right? Hooping on the floor. Who are you keeping? Brogdon, Shamet, or Garrison Matthews? Oh boy, Lee disappeared.
I'm not here. No, I was sitting there thinking. Ooh, Garrison Matthews. I'm thinking.
Gary Bird.
Yeah, Gary Bird.
You like Gary Bird?
Hey, bro. That's because he's 6'6". That's the only reason why. He's 6'6". He's not no 6'4". Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Brogdon might be okay, but I don't know. I'm just the jury's out on him as far as his knees. I'm worried. Like, dude, get out here and be McDyson us. Get out here, slip on a banana. It's a wrap for the season, And now we let go of something that we should have had. And then, like what we was talking about these 1 year mercenaries. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I definitely like Garrison Matthews. I definitely like that young man. He shocked the hell out of me. I was like, where the hell did we find him from? I didn't know he was already down here in Atlanta.
Yeah. Hey, Prezi,
Wow.
man, that dude don't play. Garrison, man, come on, dog. Garrison Matthews. Think about, hey, Prezi, if he shot the ball like that and was aggressive like that and played defense, would he really be a free agent?
Hell no. I ain't know.
Yo, yeah. Yeah. Nah, I feel, because if he played defense and we wound up with him, like, hey, how did we get this dude? So you like Gary Bird over Landry Shamet?
Yo, I think Larry Sanders gets put up in. Well, maybe it's because Tibbs used him wrong, but I just can't see these guys out there 6'4", 6'3", playing somebody 6'7". I just can't see it.
To keep it a stack, when it comes to the one-dimensional guys like that, height don't matter, bro. Because it's not like they're gonna use it for something, right? Like to being tall and long arms, bro, it don't mean nothing for a dude like Garrison Matthews, because it's not like he gonna be out there contesting shots or blocking shots, anything like that. It might help him get his shot off, but outside of that, I mean, because in theory, he's the same size as Mikal Bridges. Does he move like Bridges?
No.
Nah.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fritz, what do you think? Like on the court, what do these dudes bring, bro?
Brogdon, I think he's kind of like, in case of emergency. You always want to see a Brunson in case of emergency. Would we be able to continue? And I think with Brogdon, he gives us the best chance. I don't think there's. Yeah. Also, he's a veteran. The one thing about Brogdon is he's not particularly fast. He moves at his own pace. So, I know this is preseason. He's gonna do what the coach says, but once he gets in his comfort zone, are we still gonna be running with him?
I don't know, bro. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take y'all word. I want to take y'all word on it. It's the reason why I'm asking. Some of this, like, nobody's gonna have all the answers to everything, bro. I don't pretend to be that person.
Yeah.
Right. That's the reason why I'm asking the question. Sherwin says he's 6'6" without shoes. Sherwin said appreciate that, Sherwin. I was just about to look that up. Sherwin said he's 6'6" without shoes. So that means he's about 6'7" on the floor, 6'8", something, 6'7", something. Wow, I didn't know that.
The one thing, the interesting thing, Mike Brown said, he said he hasn't added any plays yet. He said everything has been read and react. So I don't know, how well is Garrison Matthews once he runs plays? How well can he run the play? One thing about Landry Shamet, he can get to his spots and whatever. So once they start running plays, maybe that's where he differentiate. The difference is. Because Matthews is a shooter, and outside of shooting, I don't think you're going to look for him to do anything.
Yeah, Prezi, I would say, now here's the thing with Matt Ryan, right? here's the thing with Matt Ryan, right? Matt Ryan doesn't look like an NBA player, which bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Matt Ryan looks like the LA Fitness guy, right? The thing
Oh,
about
that gym guy.
he can shoot though. Matt Ryan can shoot, right? He's a confident shooter too. He's not a Pakam Dadier shooter. He's a confident shooter, right? Like if you ask me, there's no real difference in shooting, because and I'm talking about form. I'm not talking about result. There's no difference in form between Dadier, Garrison Matthews, and Matt Ryan and Landry Shamet, right? I think Matt Ryan has the better shooting form of the four, right? But at the same time, Dadier offers a level of athleticism them dudes will never get to. Because with certain things, you just have to be born with it, right? And those dudes are not born with it, right? Now, do veterans know how to take care of their body through an 82-game schedule so that they can always be ready? And do they have a Rolodex of experiences that a Pakam Dadier doesn't have? Of course they do. Of course they do. Right? That's the thing. Like when you look at Dadier's form and Matt Ryan's form, it's not 1-2 step. It's the fluid two-toe jump, right? Like you know how guys do. Like give an example. When y'all see cat catches and it's 1-2 and up, right? That's cat, right? Cat is a rhythm shooter. Like everything has to be in rhythm. 1-2, elbow up, high release, and money, right? And I'm gonna say this, Lee, and don't throw me away, right? Lee, don't throw me away. It's only shot base, but when you watch Klay Thompson's shot base, you notice his feet are outside his hips and he's lined up at the rim. The guy that we signed from Brooklyn, the guy that's got the two-way, y'all know the guy. If Wano, y'all know his name. Tosan something. He's got like a similar shot base release, right? He's got a similar like a shot release. So, but ultimately, he's like, yeah, that guy, that dude, yeah, him, yeah. Ultimately, I would probably keep Matt Ryan over one of those dudes. Because if it just comes down to size and yeah, Sways, I'm trying. Sways, I'm trying, bro. Sways, I'm trying, man. I'm trying, man. If I had to pick, if I had to pick a third out of those four, I would take Brogdon, Shamet, ultimately because of continuity and chemistry. And then between Garrison Matthews and Matt Ryan, I take Matt Ryan because of continuity and chemistry. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Do I like Garrison Matthews? I've always liked him. I've always liked Garrison Matthews. I just don't know where he fits on his team. And the reason why I say that is because Matt Ryan legitimately doesn't look like a basketball player, right? He don't look like the basketball player. He looked like a dude you see on the street, right? But Fritz, ultimately though, to the point where we're talking about running plays and things of that sort, yeah, I like Garrison Matthews. I just don't know if I can keep Shamet, Ryan, and Garrison Matthews all at the same time. Because if somebody gets hurt, think about this. If Mikal Bridges gets hurt, is Garrison Matthews ever going to start for the Knicks?
Nope.
Hell no. You'll see Josh Hart there.
This is my point. This is my point. If if Jalen Brunson gets hurt, is there a possibility Malcolm Brogdon can start? Yes, I think so. That's why you have to keep him, right? That's why you have to keep him. If OG Anunoby misses significant time, would Landry Shamet get significant role minutes? Yes, I think so. I think that, and that's the reason why you got to keep him, and that's the reason why I don't think there's a world where Garrison Matthews makes the cut. And it's not like I don't like him. I think it's just the law of numbers. We just don't have enough room for him, and his skill set doesn't warrant you playing him like that. You'd have to have a bunch of injuries before Garrison Matthews plays. And on top of all of that, Mike Brown has shown you when OG Anunoby had the phantom injury, he went to Pacom Dadier. He didn't go to a veteran. That man went to a 20-year-old. Hey, Ribs, you know you copied him. Ribs copied and pasted that man in there. You know you didn't spell that man's name, Ribs. Stop playing. Hey, Fritz, look what this dude put in the chat. This dude acting like he typed that in the chat like he's smart or something. You ain't on a roll. You know you copy and paste that man's name, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Y'all are quiet. When we said the basketball stuff, y'all got quiet. Y'all must be nervous about something.
Well, no, ain't nobody nervous. I'm just sitting there like, I'm thinking.
I'm nervous. Like I'm waiting. I know in the next few weeks, Knicks are gonna make a move.
Man,
Bigger and smaller.
you said that last year didn't happen.
Did we get Cat last year?
I'm talking about after the Cat move. You was like Mitch is next.
Oh boy. Here we go. Any Mitchell Robinson fans in the building? Any Mitch fans?
Nah,
in the building, cover your ears.
I'm not arguing because Mitch is solidified right now, so it doesn't matter.
Is he? I think they was experimenting. I wouldn't give him that starting. I don't think that starting job is in Penn.
You're tripping.
I think they were looking looking at things. Hey, if I'm gonna trade Mitch, I'm gonna show him off as a starter. I ain't gonna show him off as a bench piece.
Sure will say if we pick up tomorrow and the Knicks traded Cat for Giannis, he may pass out. Hey man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, and me too. Tell them to go get 2 buckets of water to get us up off the floor, bro. When somebody faint, they just pour a bucket of water on you or whatever.
I'll walk out of the job and go live. I'm just
right. And like, hey man.
go to lunch and not come back.
Yeah. I'll say this, man, just to I think one of the things that we really have to consider, like for all the content creators out there, I think the Jalen Brunson thing is a real thing that we have to keep tabs on. Like Jalen Brunson not looking comfortable in Mike Brown's offense. We know it's early, right? We know it's early. We know it's a transition. Like nobody's crazy. We're all mature adults here. We're all mature human beings, right? The thing is though, things change around the office. There's always, well, not always, but most times there's like a transition period, like getting used to your new boss, right? And so I think it's some of the shots Jalen Brunson took the other day, Saturday. I was like, yo, what are you doing, dog? What are you doing?
There was like a weird ISO he did. There was like a weird ISO. It was like unnecessary.
Yeah. Dribbling into a dude to pull up in this dude's shirt and shoot a 3 over a dude taller than you. JB, you ain't got to do that no more, bro. I think he's addicted to dribbling, bro. Now, I know he's a rhythm player, right? I know he's a rhythm player. Like some guys got to get into a rhythm and things of that sort, right? And I feel you on it. All right, but JB, he'll get it. He'll get it. Yeah, JB. I think JB will be fine.
But this is the same
I
thing
know
they
he's gonna
did.
be fine. Go ahead, Fritz.
Isn't that the same thing they did to the Grizzlies last year? Yeah, so the Grizzlies, Ja Morant, they told him like he couldn't hold the ball anymore.
Yeah,
he hated that. He scored less than 20 points a game last year. That's the first time.
Yeah.
He absolutely hated it.
Yeah. No, I think Jalen Brunson is more selfless though. I think JB is more and then plus Jalen Brunson is a shooter, so he don't have to Jalen Brunson doesn't have to dribble all the way to the rim, blow past guys. But the thing about it is, Lee, I think we got to send. I think we got to. And listen, I believe in the Jalen Iverson thing, right? Jalen Iverson, man, get as many shots up as you possibly can, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do think we got to send Jalen to Dribblers Anonymous, though.
Hey,
hi everybody. My name is Jalen, and I'm addicted to dribbling. Hi, Jalen. Dribblers
Come on, the serenity prayer. You got to sing it.
So forget the building. Salute.
What's happening, fellas?
Hey,
what's good, bro?
Man, your Chargers, and your Saints look like trash.
Hey, don't disrespect me. We're talking about some Chargers. I've always been a who that. Hey,
you like the Bengals?
Man, that's like you pulling for the Portland Pound Puppies.
Of course, bro.
You know. I forgot you're a Detroit Lion fan, right? Free.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know me.
I can't say nothing. Punk ass Jets.
Hey,
don't
talk.
Then don't talk.
Ooh,
you are one game better than us, Corey. You trash just like us, brother.
Hey, look,
Nah, our coaching staff is trash.
Hey, Dre. Hey, look, we just got one win. We all look right now. Y'all got the number one pick. I don't appreciate that
Arch Manning, baby. Arch Manning all day.
Man, Arch Manning out there throwing meatballs and dead ducks. And an occasional dead skunk. Come on, man.
Arch Manning ain't even the number one quarterback on his team. What are we talking about?
Man, look, everybody was hyping him up because of that last name. Yes, Archie Manning and his uncles are great Hall of Famers, but just because you got that last name, man. Come on, man.
So figure that boy gonna be running routes at the combine coming next year.
Who, Arch?
Yeah, he ain't gonna be throwing no balls. He gonna be running routes.
That man, the right hand Tim Tebow, bro.
Wow.
They're gonna turn that man into a gadget player.
Well, see, the thing is, man, you can't be coming into the SEC talking like, man, they make it hype and all that up like that, man. The SEC is a different conference, man.
That man, Taysom Hill, bro.
Hey, all I'm saying is the media,
y'all funny as hell.
I'm just saying, man, the media jumped out there, man, and was christening him like they trying to, the next great one. And I'm like, come on, man, don't do that to him, man. Don't do that to him, man. They did him dirty. And the first game he played was against Ohio State, and then they smacked him.
Yeah, that man.
Last week,
that man couldn't throw the football on the ground, bro.
Man, look, he couldn't hit an Elvin ass with iron board, but his balls are going.
Yeah, man. Bro, let me ask y'all some basketball stuff, man. Just real quick, because listen, whether the Knicks offered Jalen Brunson and Cat for Giannis is irrelevant because no team moved and all that stuff. In terms of the basketball product on the floor, though, I think there are some things, man. Jalen Brunson legitimately it's a concern for me early, but I'm not worried. Y'all feel me? Because I can legit chalk this up to Abu Dhabi had everybody shooting bad.
Man, look, that time,
I can legit say that.
look, hey, I don't know if any of you been over that way, but that time difference is a whole nother animal, man. It would do you in unless if you're not adjusted to it.
Yeah,
So,
man.
you know, it's a whole different. I've
It
been there.
months. I ain't never been, but I heard it take months to get used to it, bro.
I've been over to that side of the world, Abu Dhabi and things like that. And you know, of course, when you going over on pack and everything, it's a different thing because you get accustomed to it. But just to fly over there, and I did that. I've flown on the other side of the world, and your whole everything be off. You like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a whole like ambassador type thing. So like they shaking hands, kissing babies, and you know what I mean.
Everybody came over there. They ain't packed their jumper when they came.
Yeah.
Man, they was just trying to get right. That jet lag, hey, that kind of jet lag over there, that's real, dog. I'm telling you.
Right,
Yeah,
but that's
like
the reason
when
why I
I-
say that about Jalen Brunson. I'm saying because some of those shots that Jalen Brunson took, you were like, what the hell? Like one of the shots that Tyler Kolek took, right? Legit flew over the rim and almost got stuck on the opposite side of the rim, which never happens. Usually you have to shoot straight on at it in order for it to get stuck in that little lodge in the corner.
Man, I know. I thought I heard the ball when the ball hit the rim and stuff. I thought I heard it go boing, yoing, 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 yoing.
You thought you heard the Liberty Bell? Boom.
Yeah. I was like,
man.
damn.
So okay, so here's the question then, right? Who's the Knicks' backup point guard?
Man, Cream Biggums.
That's cream with a C, bro. That's cream with a C.
Cream Biggums, and you may be bringing in Motorboat Jones.
He might be busy. You know, Motorboat be busy motorboating.
Motorboat be out there, bro. He coming down. Brrr, got you.
Yeah. So who do y'all believe is the backup point guard? Because and the reason why, and this is a setup question, not because I'm setting y'all up. It's just a question for another question that I have.
Well, it's a trick question because Mike Brown doesn't need a traditional backup point guard. Who is the backup point guard on the Kings?
Oh, that would I think they didn't use Malik Monk at times through the bag up, even though he was the two
Malik.
coming off the mission.
He's not a traditional point guard.
Nope, not at all.
Nah.
It's who he uses a guy who can put pressure on the defense and make the defense react. Now, at points it'll be Clarkson. At points you'll need the steady hand of Brogdon,
Deuce.
and at points you're gonna need Deuce. If whatever Deuce did, because it clearly looked like he worked on his game.
Not in game 2 though. Not in game 2 of the preseason.
But to be honest with you though, Freeze. To be honest with you, Freeze, a lot of them weren't. Not everybody wasn't really looking real crisp that second game because they would think, hey, it was like being on deployment. Hey man, we almost home. I don't give a damn. I'm out.
We used to call it being short. I don't know if you know what that means, but we used to call it being short.
Yeah, they was on short timers, man.
Short timer.
Yeah.
Yeah, them boys were ready to. Hey, them cats were ready to go. I was like, I didn't give a damn. Get me home.
They was like, please tell me that plane's. I mean, my luggage on the plane right now.
Man, look, and that's a long flight, bro.
I did it to somebody at work, bro. Like legit. I think it was Friday. I walked past like my man coming through, and I put my palm on the ground, and he's like, "Freezie out of here, peace, bro." Yeah, hey man, short, bro. Hey man, but hey, to Dre's basketball point though, I think Dre is right in that sense of getting that ball out, putting pressure on the defense, regardless of what player that is, or regardless of the personnel grouping on the floor. It's the guy that's the most adept at doing that is going to do that, right? Is going to be that, like that guy. But for the sake of the fans part of it, like we're trying to figure out who we think is going to be more so in that prominent role, so that we can figure out these, because Mike Brown listen, Mike Brown is probably going to be here 5 years, and when he leaves, whether he leaves or whether he get fired, we still won't have him figured out because he's one of those dudes that like to tinker. He's just that. He's gonna tinker, and he probably gonna get kicked out of 5 games this year. It's just these are just things that I expect. Like the first time I see Cat go to the rim and get his head knocked off, Mike Brown is gonna hold a basketball until a referee give Cat some free throws, bro. That's what I expect. Unlike Tibbs, who would
Oh no, he's good for it. Yeah, he's gonna be good for a tech.
Mike Brown is calm, cool, and collected on that bench until you cross him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he good money on that bench till you cross him. That's why you notice some of the assistant coaches that he hired are really big dudes, so they can hold him back when he flip out.
Yeah, you know, Mike Brown gonna be acting like James Brown when it comes to them checks.
Screaming and hollering.
Man, it's like they be talking about the big payback.
Please.
Hey, that's what he gonna be. Hey, you know, and when I say this, somebody think I'm hating on Mitch, but he gonna be saying that to Mitch when he shoot them free throws. Please make one.
8 minutes of begging, bro.
He is good for getting ejected in the 6-minute mark of the first quarter just to make a point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's perfectly comfortable with his assistant coach taking over because
he may go from I said James Brown. Hell, he may turn into Bobby Brown out there, dog.
Yeah, man.
That's his prerogative.
Yeah, man.
Better cool it down.
Hey,
better cool it down.
Every little step, dog, towards that tech.
Yeah, man. Yeah. One of the things I find fascinating is I think during the stretch, and I know this is not going to be a featured lineup, right? And it may be a featured lineup. Who knows? It's a long season. But Mitchell Robinson was on the floor with 4 guards, bro.
Yeah.
In game 2.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, God, what is it? Malcolm Brogdon is the biggest guard out there? I'm not for sure if he's trying to find something or if he's trying to get guys going. You know how y'all know how when your offense is not going the way that you want it to go, and you just try different things just to get guys going so you can get back to what's conventional, like get guys' confidence up, just so that you can run your normal sets. I think that may be what he was doing, but at the same time, the fact that he tried it is,
hey, he ain't got no fear there. I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
He just threw it out there. Let's see what we got. He up there in the lab like he Dr. Dre and DOC. It's the formula. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm up here dating myself because there's some young cats in the chat talking about who the hell?
DOC.
Stupid.
Man. Yeah, one of the other things that I saw too that I really didn't like is that the set that they were running. I don't know if they were running plays like what Fritz said. I don't know if they were running plays, but the spacing created these large game of life type avenues in the defense, and I don't think we were attacking them, bro.
I'm telling you, Freeze, that second game, I mean, they did win, but they didn't have, Philly didn't have everybody playing. But just looking at it like it was, man, them cats, they kind of, majority, the starters and stuff kind of melted in. They ready to go home. You can look at it and tell. The other cats that were fighting for positions and stuff, they were trying to do whatever, but then it started getting away. Like, you know how you give little kids too much sugar and they running around? That's how it started looking.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I think that we got man. If we create these lanes by having guys in those deep corner 3 pockets, man, we got to attack these lanes like off the wing and off the high corner. You got to attack from those spots, man, and draw that defense in. So you can get a lob attempt at the rim or kick that thing back out to the perimeter for 3. I think it's one of those things that we have to take advantage of. Because if we're not taking advantage of that, why are we even running this stuff?
Well, I from what I've seen, Correct me if I'm wrong or whatever. Or maybe I had my I was dealing with wall eye vision, but I noticed how they were going after Garrison Matthews when he got on the court. They were like, "Oh no, you ain't about to torch us again." And when him on the floor, he did spread it. With he and Shamit, yeah, I don't think we would. I mean, if they held on both, I don't see them. You know what? Let me strike that, because you never know. Mike Brown's kind of like doing some mad scientist type stuff. Granted, it's preseason and all. He's just throwing out different combinations, but it is what it is for now.
Okay. Dre, how do you feel about Garrison Matthews, bro?
Can you repeat that? I missed that.
How do you feel about Garrison Matthews?
I don't feel anything.
Nothing, right?
He's just a guy. I was gonna say, you were mentioning like he would be on a team. I feel because the NBA needs expansion badly. Because normally a guy of his skill set would find his way on a team, but it's just a lot of players available out there with so few spots to even get to, with a guaranteed contract on the line. Like he is an NBA player, but there's only but so many spots. Like he's been playing well. He's been playing well in the preseason, and he's doing what he's known for. But it's like it overlaps with Shamit, and it's like it's a toss up. Like you could give me either or. It wouldn't really make or break our season. They'd come in and do the same exact things, whether it's shoot a high volume of threes out the corner. I think shoot damn near 50% from three out the corner. And give some effort on the defensive end. Are they good defenders? No, but they give effort. So that counts for something.
Only thing I'll say is Shamit is a better defender, I think, than Matthews. And I think his size helps him in that department. You know what I'm saying? But
I think they're around the same size. I think Matthews, 6'5"?
No.
He's 6'6" without shoes.
Oh.
Who's 6'6"? Garrison?
Yeah, he's 6'6"
Yes.
without shoes.
Oh, so he's bigger than Shamit then. He's taller than Shamit.
But the thing is that Shamit plays bigger.
Yeah,
and
he does.
Play 6'6".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't play like I think he's the same size or a little bit bigger than Mikal Bridges, right? But he don't play that way.
See, I thought Shamit was like 6'5".
Yeah.
Look at it again, but shit. Word. Okay.
Yeah, man. I have a theory I want to run by Corey Lee. Lee, I think
Yes, sir.
I think Garrison Matthews in the right hands can become JJ Redick.
Shoot, I think in the right hands he could be what's her name? Our boy Discount Double J.
Steve Novak, yeah.
Steve Novak.
Novocaine.
Exactly. I mean, in the right hands, in the right system, especially somebody's definitely getting the corners, stretch the defense. Come on, man. Man, what? Yes.
Yeah, I think there's a world where Garrison Matthews can be the LA Clippers version of JJ Redick. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look at the numbers before I overstep. Nah, not 15 points a game. I'm thinking in the right situation, he can be 9 to 10 points a game in the right situation.
I mean, the thing
It's
is,
all about
go ahead, C. Lee.
No, it's all about the coach and the system and how they deploy the young man.
Well, no, I don't need to say anything. C. Lee said what I was saying. I was about to say along them lines.
I think the reason why I said that is the difference, because the difference is, first of all, Tom Thibodeau is not going to play an Evan Fournier type player like Garrison Matthews, right? We know that.
Man, well, right? I don't see Matthews looking like Sammy the Seal sliding around the floor like Evan Fournier. They were sliding around the floor and stuff. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Doing
Nick
his
Yak,
best.
Nick Yak, I feel you. I feel what Nick Yak saying. Like who are these guys gonna play over? Like what I'm saying is optimized. I think he can be that. I don't think Garrison Matthews makes the roster. And quite frankly, I think after next week, I don't think we'll probably be talking about Garrison Matthews as a Knick again. I think there's some like for instance, I would like the Knicks to keep Alex Len on the roster, but there's just not enough room. You can't have a roster of 25 people, right? You can't keep 25 people, including your 3 two-ways. I mean, right? So you could keep about 18 and then others associated with the team, like in the G League and all that stuff, like keep their draft rights and all that stuff. I would love, but the Knicks chose Trey Jemison over Alex Len, right? So that speaks for itself, right? They chose Tosan over Alex Len. Right, because they gave those 2 dudes 3 two-ways. Dre, I got a question for you though.
Okay.
What is Kev McCullough gonna be, bro?
Best case scenario or realistic scenario?
Realistic.
This year or going forward in his career?
I'm talking about this year.
Realistic scenario for this year, 11th man.
Bench piece.
Yeah.
Riding the pine.
If one of your wings get hurt, he can come in and give you anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes of effort, intensity, high IQ play. You might not get a jumper out of him, but you'll get spot minutes out of him while one of the wings are out.
Get some hustle.
He might be earning himself into that role of, I guess, our 4th wing.
So he'll be 25 years old in March.
That's the best time. Well, that screams to me that he's more NBA ready to contribute right now than say someone like Diawara.
Yeah, Diawara will be 22, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Diawara will be
raw.
I'm sorry, Diawara won't be 21 until April 29th.
He is the definition of raw. And I think
uncut.
Yeah, and Kevin McCullough has been through a year of NBA training and knowing what it is, what the NBA grind is like, even from a G League level. So I think he's ready to contribute at a low end as your 4th wing in case of injury.
Right.
Like right now, and he's kind of shown it even in the 2 preseason games. So like he is a guy you can just plug in, and I think Mike Brown values a guy you can just plug in on short notice and know what you're gonna get from him on a night in and night out.
Y'all ready for Uncle Freezie hot take?
Yes, let's hear it. Uncle Freezie controversial hot take.
I think he's gonna be Mike Brown's teacher's pet. I think legit he's gonna be Mike Brown's teacher's pet, bro. If you look at what he does and his temperament compared to what Mike Brown does, I think they're like peanut butter and chocolate. Like there's no better fitting partner for peanut butter than chocolate, right? And I think that's what Kev McCullough is. He is the chocolate to Mike Brown's peanut butter. And no pun intended, like not a dark skin. And like I didn't mean it like that. It just happened that way, right?
Oh, no, you're saying that. I'm a skinny fat guy, man. Right now, you got me getting me the munchies. Like
bro,
talking about chocolate and peanut butter.
Hey,
I ain't even smoked nothing.
So forget. I went to the county council meeting. What's today? Today is Tuesday night. I went to the county council meeting Monday with salmon pants on, bro. You ever seen a 380-pound man with salmon-colored slacks on, bro?
Boy, you looking like you with the blender.
Salmon colors, hey man.
Salmon covered slacks, bro.
You know,
You
when
had
you
some
walked
Stacey
in
Adams
and
on? You had some Stacey Adams on?
Come on, Dre. You know I don't wear Stacey Adams, bro. I wear grown man shoes, bro. Come on, dog.
what you mean? You got to walk a hole in your Stacey Adams, man. What you talking about?
Nah, bro. Nah, nah, man.
You
Nah,
say,
but
hey,
you know how you
I
get
rocks
dressed?
mine.
Like I got dressed in the room and then was running late, so I didn't look at myself and all that stuff. And then I get there.
They
And
said you were highly confident.
I ain't gonna say her name. You know the ladies, they in their 70s. You know the clerk and all them ladies be there. I walked by. I was like, "Hey, y'all." She was like,
She looking. Hey, dog, they were looking at you like he's highly confident.
Yeah.
Like, where the hell they get these bubble gum pants from?
And they're looking at me like, "Hey, you a little zesty today, huh? Like, watch yourself. Watch yourself." I ain't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but whatever. Rappers do it. So
Hey, as long as you didn't have nobody hit you with the, hey, as long as nobody hit you with the, yeah, you good.
No. He was hoping that he's talking. So no. You almost got me, bro. So you almost got me, bro. But hey, with all that aside, man, I do think like the parent of Kev McCullough and what Mike Brown wants to do. Like Kev McCullough, legit, the reason why I like him and the reason why I think a lot of people like him is because he is the perfect balance of Emmanuel Quickly and Quentin Grimes. Right? Like y'all remember when Tibbs would cuss out Quentin Grimes and Quentin Grimes would go in a shooting slump for like 8 games. Right? And then Tibbs would cuss out Emmanuel Quickly and Emmanuel Quickly would go off for 30 against the Celtics. Like, and you like, like, why does somebody have to, like, IQ, like, quick? Why somebody got to put their foot in your rump for you to, right? And this other dude take everything to heart. Like, he, you know what I'm saying? I think Kevin Butler is the perfect combination based on what I saw. Now, mind you, I watched this kid, I watched him at Kansas, right? I watched him go from a dude with no handles that just looked like a grab, rebounding go guy, like an athlete, to a guy that came back with some touch one year. Another year, he was a rebounder. And then in the same season, he had handles and all these things. It's like, this dude legit goes in the gym and works on something and comes back with something. Now, is it elite? No, right? But he shows up the bad things in his game. Do they become elite? No, but do they become functional? Yes. But when you put them all together, though, you get like this package of moldable stuff that gives you flexibility in lineups. Dre, you think he a guard? You think he's a guard, a guard like wing, or?
I can agree. I think he's more of a wing, but he has some on-ball skills. But you wouldn't necessarily rely on him at the NBA level to orchestrate an offense. He can be a quick decision maker. He can make the extra pass. But the moment you start asking him, "Hey man, I need you to orchestrate the offense at this level," no.
Nah, he ain't go.
Even though he's had a couple triple doubles don't necessarily mean you're an initiator. We can look at Josh Hart, for example.
That means y'all fast breaked a lot.
Yeah.
You grabbed a rebound and you pushed it and you kicked it to a guy and he made a shot.
Which is something that Mike Brown wants.
Yeah.
By the way, something he lauds. He loves that.
Right. That's what
he likes that run. He likes to get out there running and gunning, almost like the running rebels.
Yeah. 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 That's why I think Mike Brown is gonna like him. Right. Like that's why I think Mike Brown is gonna like him, because I think he's the perfect combination of he can be the third guard, he can be your second or third wing, he can be your third initiator on the floor, he can be your slasher against zones and things of that sort. I don't trust him as a knockdown 3-point shooter yet. But at this point, bro, when is it ever going to come? So I like him as an average 3-point shooter, right? But I do like his aggressiveness getting to the rim. Him and the other guy. The guy from Brooklyn, they're the same age. Tosan, whatever.
I'm not gonna pretend that I know that man's name, so I'm not gonna botch it.
Hey man, I really like him, bro.
You talking about Tucson?
Yeah. I'm talking Black Panther, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Keep on bang.
But so I really like him, and the reason why I like him is because he does like the fundamental things right. Like he's athletic, but he does fundamental stuff. He'll drive Dre crazy though, because he's not in love with the 3-pointer. Like he don't want to shoot threes. He wants to get as close to the rim as possible and throw up floaters with either hand. And if it's not there, he'll reverse pivot into jump shots. That's his game right now. And of course the athletic piece, layups and dunks and all that stuff. But what I like though is he can dribble penetrate with either hand, pause, right? And he can create a little teeny smidge, like a smidge. He can do the basic play, like throw the ball in the air towards the rim and hope Mitch catches it. I really, really liked him. I heard his I saw a thing where his college coach says that this guy Tucson reminds him of Grant Hill. I don't see that comparison.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't.
Maybe old broken down Grant Hill.
I think he is. I think what his coach was saying is that skill set. But when people hear that, they think, how you do a skill set comparison, like how guys was telling me that Quentin Grimes can be like Klay Thompson, and I just jumped to conclusions.
Almost pissed yourself off.
Yeah,
almost. You almost got yourself mad hearing it just now. Just saying it.
Hey, Soulfinger, I almost Jazzy Jeff myself. I almost threw myself out the kitchen like Jazzy Jeff, bro.
All I'm saying is, Freeze, you're gonna have to watch your back if you go to a Knicks game. He gonna hit you with the what's her name? With the lead pipe, get you all in your knee.
Bro, and which one? Well, one of them bad.
Nancy Cardigan.
No, it wasn't Nancy Cardigan. No, it wasn't her. I forgot the chick name that did the busting. But that's gonna be Freezie. Freeze's gonna be coming out, and then you're gonna get a run. He's gonna come by, blah, down goes Freezie.
Hey man, bro, and the way my knee feel, bro, it's gonna take me an hour to get up, bro.
I'm saying, Freeze.
My knee barking right now.
Talking about Tanya Harding.
There you go,
Tanya Harding. Yeah, Nancy Kerrigan.
Yeah.
Tanya Harding hit. She Nancy Kerrigan, but Freeze gonna get Tanya Harding by Grimes.
You know how mad? You know how good you got to be at something for someone to hire somebody to beat your leg off.
Right.
Right. Like, oh my God.
Bro.
Oh man.
Bro, and
Grimes gonna get you like something off of old Mid-South Wrestling.
Mid-South Wrestling.
Oh my God.
But he gonna hit you with the Fabulous Freebirds, Freeze.
Which version?
The original.
Ooh.
Wow.
Can it have Demolition on my side?
Oh no, they gonna catch you. Hey, better yet, they gonna do you like he gonna do you like the Four Horsemen did.
Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, man.
Ric Flair come from under the ring.
Man, you imagine seeing Freezer in the middle of the hallway and Grimes slap him with Freezer in the figure four?
Bro, and if it's just him and his brother, then I like my chances.
Hey, Freeze, Freeze, and while you laying there rolling around on the floor holding your knee, they're gonna throw ham and cheese sandwiches on you. Ham sandwiches.
I thought you was going, yeah, what's the dude from Def Comedy Jam? He used to be like, ham sandwich.
You talking about hamburger? Hamburger.
Oh, he said hamburger. Yeah.
Yeah, hamburger.
I don't know why ham sandwich jumped in my head.
Because you there talking about Grimes. You said he was ham sandwich. He was a ham sandwich. And you said that man couldn't even make, he said that man couldn't even be on, we said he couldn't even make rye. I think he said he was ham sandwich on old Wonder Bread.
Nah, I said that man is a 7th floor hospital vending machine ham sandwich.
Oh, that's
with the condensation inside the package.
Oh,
like
that's cold.
Yeah, that's gross.
Oh, that's cold. Hey, that's almost bad as a bag nasty.
As soon as you said Def Jam, I started thinking about Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
Yeah. Oh man, I think, but on this thing though with McCullough though, bro. This thing with McCullough, bro. I think there may be something. And I'm when I say this, I'm not saying he's the better of all these young guys. I think he might be Mike Brown's emotional support animal. That's what I think. That's what I think. You know how Josh Hart was Tibbs' emotional support animal, right? I think Kev McCullough might be there.
Man, Freezie, you got Mike Brown sound like he Dr. Evil.
And yet with a naked cat.
Yeah, with a naked cat.
Hey man.
So you said McCullough gonna be the naked cat?
Hey, maybe. Who knows? Until Mini Me come.
Hey, he's sitting there. Hey, Mike, hey, you got Mike Brown sitting on the side talking about I want 43s a game with his pinky finger up.
Yo, so East Blue Drew don't know. Okay, so I'll tell the story real quick. I'll try to keep it like 20 seconds. So basically, what it is, Quentin Grimes was on the board, and the Knicks were picking at 19 and 21. And I was like, if they pick this dude at 19 or 21, they crazy. Because at the time, Trey Murphy was sliding down the board. Jalen Johnson was sliding down the board. BJ Boston was sliding. We didn't know he's going to slide into the second round. And Herb Jones. So I'm thinking, and Trey Mann. All these dudes are sliding down the board, right? And the Knicks are waiting because in my mind, I'm like, okay, is 6 of these guys on the board? There's 3 picks, and the Knicks have 2 picks. So it's guaranteed some of these guys are going to be there for the Knicks, right? Then they pull off the Charlotte trade where they trade Charlotte for nothing. They give away the pick so they can save money. Basically, the Charlotte trade was you give the pick away so that you can save money on the back end, right? And then you got pick number 21, and then they trade that pick back to 25, and then like guys start going, and you're like, how do you not take Zeke Jackson? You drafted Obi. You see what Obi is. You see Isaiah Jackson on the board, and you don't take him? Y'all complain about Randall, and then the opposite of Randall is on the board, and you don't take him. So I'm like, okay, all right. I see Grimes sliding. I'm like, please take the non-shooting guard out of Tennessee. Dre, you remember the guard that was at Tennessee, the non-shooting guard? That was at Tennessee, the athletic dude.
You're talking about starts with his name.
From Tennessee, from what time?
Keon, it was his name. Keon Johnson, is that his name? I think his name Keon Johnson.
Well, did he play on the Nets?
That might be him, number 45.
Did he play on the Blazers? It might be Keon Johnson as well.
I think I remember him from the Nets. I don't remember him from Portland. And I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I just can't remember.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's Keon Johnson.
Oh, okay.
He's 23. He's still 23.
Yeah, he young. He came out
3 or 4 years ago.
He was in Grimes' draft. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was in Grimes' draft. Right. And so all these guys are on the board. Salty Aldama. When we heard about him, we was like, yo, all this 7-footer want to do is shoot threes. Like the 18-year-old 3-point shooter, 7 foot, right? And we thought he was gonna be a small forward. We was like, yo, he a 7-foot small forward. The kid's Santi Aldama that Memphis fell in love with. I think they may have traded him now, but anyway. all these dudes are on the board, and they're like, and the Knicks take Quentin Grimes, and I lose it, bro, because Herb Jones is on the board. They are like all these guys, and I just like, man, you could have got a 6'4" shooting guard that doesn't create from anywhere. You could have got Courtney Lee. He a ham sandwich, bro. You can get a ham sandwich from anywhere, and that's where it starts, right? But East Blue Drew, what happened though is I said it so much over like this 2-year stretch that Grimes people DM me one day, like, yo, it's on site when we see you. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, is this Quentin Grimes people, or is this somebody that went rogue, like a Grimes fan that just, you know what I'm saying? But it kept happening. Like they like, yo, when my people see you, bro, you keep calling my brother a ham sandwich. I'm like, man, fuck your brother.
Hey, Freeze. Hey, Freeze.
You gonna get with?
Hey, Freeze, don't get juiced. Don't get juiced. And they coming at you like Bishop.
I'm hanging with Soulfinger, bro. As soon as they see Soulfinger, bro, everybody gonna back up, bro.
Yeah, ain't gonna see him. Hey, I'm gonna be like Samuel Jackson. Be up in the hey, no, I can see it now. Me and Freezie at the game, we try to get on the elevator. And his people come in like on juice. How Bishop was.
Yeah.
Freezie looking at he got a gun.
Bro, that movie is so bad, bro.
Hey, Freeze, I thought you said that movie was supposed to get 2 Oscars.
Yeah. Two Oscar Mayer.
That movie was hot dog water.
That movie won 2 wieners. but so East Blue Drew, that's the thing, man. I didn't like the Knicks pick. I thought Grimes was trash when they drafted him. Come to find out, Grimes was trash. And I saw that dude play in person at least 40 times. And
he knew you were there, Freeze.
No, I ain't gonna say 40 because I'm sorry, Sophie, but when COVID came, I didn't get to see him much in his rookie year, right? Mm-hmm. But I did get to see him a lot in that year after. And then I saw him sprinkling a little bit after me and Mo got sick. I got to see him a few times before the injury. And then I still got to see him a few times after this. So I'll say about 30 times. I ain't gonna say 40. Right? I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say 50 times. I'll say about 20, 25, 30 times I saw him play in person. And every time I saw him play in person, he was super aggressive on defense, like overly physical. He a hack. People like confuse being a hack with being a defender. Like he was a hack on defense, right? They let him get away with it, whatever. On offense, he was timid, like newborn Bandy.
Hey, Freeze. He gonna catch it. Hey, me and you gonna mess around. I'll be watching the game, which he gonna come at us like Bill and Sidney was sitting there talking about Seymour Pettigrew.
So you be having you gotta give us a warning, bro.
What?
That man gotta give us a warning.
Seymour Pettigrew.
I know I'm dating myself. The young cat's like, who the hell is Seymour Pettigrew?
Yeah, wow, bro.
Hey, and his brother gonna be up there like, and I'm Big Percy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But hey, yo,
they don't know about piece of action.
Oh, that's a piece of action. You know, Lee. Hey, yo, yeah, Lee know about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what y'all think about cats like Mo Diawara and Huck Porty?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have rather seen Dick Payne over Mo.
He's no longer in the Knicks organization.
Yeah.
He's in the wind. And to be absolutely honest with you, Core, Mo Diawara, they don't make guys built like him very often. He's just very raw.
Hold on. What Dink? Where Dink go? Who got Dink? What happened to Dink?
They waived him, bro.
Waived him.
Yeah, I thought they waived him. I thought he came. They waived him, but they brought him back to the G League or something.
He's not on the G League. Not now, anyway.
Not
Maybe they
yet.
get back to him.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go holler at Joe Boo. Bring back Dink.
Yeah.
but as far as
Joe gonna help you hit the curveball.
I'm telling you, man. Yama yama yama.
I'm sorry, Jay, what you say, man?
But as far as Diawara, man, he's like 6'10", super fluid athlete, crazy long arms. If he just learns how to play at a high level, like you can't get those measurables just anywhere.
No.
Which is why we took a swing at him in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, it takes. I mean, but yeah, man, I kind of, he kind of messed me up, dog. Look, man, I'm gonna go take a melatonin and go to sleep, man. You told me you got rid of Dink. Yeah, it messed me up, dog.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
hell of a name. That's his real name. That's on his social security card. No.
Yeah,
Oh well,
man.
hey man, well, it's like
Somebody
this cat.
somewhere saying that's my son.
Hey man, it was a kid. I can't remember where he's at. I don't even think he made it to the NFL, but he was playing college ball. His name was the coolest.
The coldest Crawford.
Yeah, the coolest Crawford.
Yeah.
The coldest Crawford. Yeah.
The coldest, bro.
I was like, see, come on, man. See what we doing to our kids.
Hey,
That's a black exploitation name right there.
yeah.
Hey, man, look,
Crawford.
the coldest Crawford.
What
Feel
if
like he
you
should be hanging out with Willie Dynamite, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What if you a Texas wide receiver named LaJordan Humphrey? Your name LaJordan?
Lil Jordan.
LaJordan Humphrey.
Well, it's just like being named Jamangelo
Oh my God.
or Lamangelo.
Yeah, yeah.
You spell it out as lemon jello.
Lamangelo. Lemon Jello. What the hell's going on, bro?
Man.
Oh my God.
So
Throw some accent marks in the name. But they be like, yeah, my baby got it. Yeah, my baby got it. Hey, my baby name exotic. You like, what the hell?
The only thing was exotic was some drugs you was taking before that child was born.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be reinventing ways to spell a child name. You're like, man, why you do that to the child?
And so Eastwood Drew said if we develop Diawara, the development part I think is rock solid. The Knicks addressed that in the offseason, bro.
Well, yeah, I know they said they want him because he's gonna be the only rookie sitting. He was gonna be the only rookie sitting on the bench.
Yeah, and they brought in the development guy from St. Joe's. I forget his name. But he's known for like developing guys. So if we could just get him to develop the guys that have some stuff. Lee, Lee, can I put a rock in your shoe, bro?
Go ahead, bro.
I think Pacom Dadier is missing some dogs.
Oh, he is. That's his issue.
Yeah,
well,
I think he missing some dogs.
Hey man, just put some hot sauce on this escargot. He'd be fine.
Yeah, I think he's missing some. Hey, Lil Freezie, if you out there watching the show, hey man, they call him animal hugs when he in cages.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think he's missing dog. He just can't shoot. I think he's nervous because he hustles after boards and he tries to play.
He hustle now.
Defense.
He just wait for them stones to drop. That's all.
Bro, he ain't got no mustache, bro.
He's just nervous when he shoot.
He young,
got
bro.
No mustache.
He ain't got no mustache yet, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
Only time he got a mustache is when he drink milk.
Yeah, right. And
wow.
And the funny thing is I think at the end of his career, he gonna wind up looking like what's my guy that came here at the end of last season? The dude that's with the sneaker collection.
Oh, you talking about PJ Tucker?
Yeah, I think by the time Pacom Dadier turned 39, he gonna be out there looking like PJ Tucker. But right now, bro, he looks like
cold.
He don't even got no chest hair.
So. He ain't got no tattoo, no nothing, bro.
He just a stock 2K player.
He out there wearing the generic 2Ks.
Yeah, but the brown shirt.
With the brown shirt and gray sweatpants.
Dre, you cold. Hey, Dre, you cold blooded.
Mhm.
Yeah, hey Nick, I'm with you. Like if we don't trade for no reason, bro, I think the development guy that they bring in, I think the thing is with last year, and I don't want to blame Tom Thibodeau. There was a lot of weird stuff going on behind the scenes. The team wasn't practicing. Guys wasn't getting playing time or meaningful. They wasn't getting coached up because the assistant coaches wasn't really doing anything. Right, the assistant coaches didn't have impact like they should. Like a coaching staff should be 40% head coach and 60% assistant coaches. Anybody that ever played sports, you know, your head coach always has a majority, but it's like if the basketball team got 11 people on staff, right? So it's the head coach is 30%, and then the other 11 or the other 10 make up the other 70%, but nobody has more say than the 30% guy, right? And Tibbs, in my mind, was the 100% guy, and nobody else had input. And and so now that you got Mike Brown here, Mike Brown legit is asking dudes, "Hey, what'd you see just now?" Right now, I don't know. That's what he said when you watch the game. You could tell when he was talking to the assistant coaches, they were sitting right there by him, bro.
Yeah, he collaborates with his coaching staff. It's not my way or the highway in a sense. You know, that's one thing I do like about Mike Brown. That's why I think we'll see a lot of different things that we as a fan base where we haven't seen in the last 5 years. I'm not going. Tibbs was gone. We moved on from that. We'll see what Mike Brown gonna do. He's gonna come out like James Brown some games, or Bobby Brown some other games.
What if he come out like both?
Oh, bro,
his hair gonna be weird to the side.
Oh man, look,
Mike Brown gonna come out looking like a black anime character. Like,
man, you saying he gonna be coming out looking like Mr. Popo?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Damn, Core.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, C. Lee over there getting the that's Computer Love 2025 C. Lee version.
Chill out.
I ain't heard my man C. Lee voice in a while.
I agree with you on this, Nick Yak. I'm talking about the 10% part, right? I'm talking about the 10% part. I'm not talking about. I don't think coaches rule the world. Like I don't think it's college, right? But I'm saying that 10% divided into that one, like the 100% of that 10% is what I'm talking about.
Well, when you lose a 1 or 2 possession game in a game 6, that 10% means a whole lot.
That the 10% did it. Yeah.
Yeah, it flips. I gotta agree with East Blue Drew or what he was saying in the chat when he's saying actually, about Mike Brown, because he's talking to cats on the bench as well. Not just coaches and cool. He talking to everybody. So I give it to him.
Keep guys engaged.
Yeah. And
one thing go ahead, Freeze. I'll just jump in after.
Go ahead, dog.
No, one thing the last game, what I liked was the last game when Dundada was coming off the court, Parker, I was calling him Dundada. He was coming off the court, and Mike Brown was there with the clipboard going through because he had missed some assignments, and he started breaking it down right then and there. It was like, he was teaching right there, coaching and teaching. So that's something, with the younger guys that they need a lot of that.
You talking about when Johnny tried to sneak off the floor? He's like, no.
Yeah, he caught on right there, like, come here.
Johnny to sneak off the floor.
He like, come here. Come over here.
Yeah, man. That was funny, bro. He was trying to sneak off the floor like he knew he blew them too. He was trying to sneak off the floor. Like,
he was trying to sneak off the floor. He will never see me. He was like, get your. Hey, but when he was talking to him, why was Mike Brown looking like Bill Duke off of Minister Society when he talking to Trey? Not Trey, but what was his name? Damn.
I know
I can't remember his name.
He was talking to him. He was like, "Hey,
Not old dog. You talking about the dark one?
yeah, Kane.
Kane, that's his name.
Kane. He was talking to Kane. He was like, it looked like he was drawing on that board, like, you know what you did, right? You know you messed up, right?
You know you done effed up, right?
Yeah,
You know,
and
yeah,
Nadia
yeah,
was,
yeah,
and
so-
Nadia was
First,
opening
it
up.
was this week and last week.
I just want to see him. I just want to, man, my coach told me this thing one time, bro. Like, he was like, you gonna make a decision one day. Like, when legit as an 8th grader at PS 15, nobody knew how to play or shoot. I knew how to shoot, right? And I'm not bragging. This is not me bragging, because I wasn't a great high school player. I played. I made a lot of. I made all the teams, but I wasn't the guy, the man, right? Coach told
when
me,
you're the man
like,
standing next to the man.
yeah. Hey, man. Jersey City's competitive, bro. But my coach told me, he was like, "Hey, you gonna make a decision, right?" And I was like, "I'm gonna make a decision." He's like, "Yep." He's like, either you gonna be. He basically, the way he phrased it is, either you gonna eat or you gonna get eaten. That's the bait. He cussed back then. You could smoke a cigarette and blow smoke in kids' face and cuss them out. Back then, that was
standard. That was standard with them old school shorts, with the old school shorts
and dress shoes. How you got on shorts and dress shoes, bro? And dress socks?
With a rayon short sleeve shirt.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't make the rules, but anyway, basically what he said to me was, either you gonna eat or you gonna get eaten. But there was a lot of cuss words in there when he was saying it, and I didn't understand what he meant, right? But eventually, what happened is, in our 9th grade year, we were getting blown out by a team that hadn't won a game in 3 years, right? Damn. Like, they legit were like, it was like 0-16, like 2 years in a row, and then before that, they had lost like 10 in a row. It was crazy, but they was beating us, and there was nothing we could do. And I walked, and he took me out the game, and he looked at me. He's like, "Mm-hmm." Right? I went and sat down, and something clicked at me. But the slightest little thing, you know how it'd be like the straw that break the camel back, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He did that to me, bro. And man, when he put me back in the game, the first thing I did was, the dude that was scoring for them, I elbowed that dude to the ground, rushing, stickled him to the ground, bro. Bam! Right? Like, I done had enough of this. You trying to embarrass me on national TV? And we messed around, and we came back, bro. And I think I wound up being the leading scorer, right? I think we beat them like, I think when that happened, they might have been beating us like 12-5 or something. And it just looked like a mess. And we wound up beating them boys like 33-18 or something. I had like 9 points. And after the game, all the girls, the cheerleaders and stuff was coming, 9th graders or whatever. They coming up to me, yeah, free charges. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody all happy. And Lee, this will tell you how long ago this was. They gave us Gatorades, right? Now.
And the glass bottle Gatorade?
In the glass bottle, bro. The green.
Wow. Before they even had orange.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. It was green, and it had stainless steel cap.
Yep. The pop top, when you just Dre, they was in like them Snapple bottles. Remember Snapple?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gatorade was like a bottle like that with a little dimple pop when you turn it.
It was a glass bottle back then.
A glass
bottle.
Yep.
That was chiseled.
They gave us Gatorade, and we were shaking up them Gatorades like we won the championship, bro, over a team that ain't won a game in like since '79. They ain't won a game since '79, bro, and they was trying to beat us, bro.
Hey, because you knew if you didn't win that game, coach was gonna suicide y'all to death.
Bro, and then on top of all that, we knew them kids. Like, we knew them. Matter of fact, they went to the same high school as Kool in the Gang. Like they went to Lincoln. Like, Lincoln was legit trying to beat us, bro. They was trying to beat us. They was hitting their free throws, bro.
Hey, they were coming at y'all. Hey, They were coming at y'all like Steele was coming at that them eggs he was cooking.
Bro,
They were making their free throws like Wilt Chamberlain allegedly made his free throws.
allegedly.
So
Bro,
basically you saying Freeze, they were like Shaq, they make the free throws when it count.
yeah, basically. Bro, I think we tied it up like 15-15, and they might not. I can't even remember if they scored for the rest of the game, bro. Man, I was like on them dudes, bro. Like, man, I was so physical with these dudes, bro. I was like, if they ain't blowing the whistle, it ain't my fault. Like, we cannot, bro. If we lost to Lincoln and went to school the next day, bro, do you know what the upperclassman was gonna say about us, bro?
Oh, but y'all wasn't going to hit the end of it, dog.
Bro, to be honest with you, we may not have even made the B team next year if we lost to them, bro. Yeah, but how y'all wouldn't. Y'all lost to Lincoln.
Man, y'all wouldn't even, man. They wouldn't even let y'all in the gym.
We didn't deserve to be in the gym.
And that's with a pay, and that's even paying for a ticket to watch the game.
Hey, and guess what kind of sneakers I had on, bro?
Please, you had on Chucks?
I had on ponies.
Ponies. I was at PF Flyers.
I had on ponies. Walter Berry, bro. Y'all remember Walter Berry from St. John's?
Yeah, come on. I already know. That's my guy. He used to live off my block.
Yeah,
I know Walter Berry.
Yeah.
Wow.
It ain't Lincoln. It ain't Lincoln in Brooklyn. It's not that Lincoln. It's Lincoln in Jersey City off of Communipaw. Right. It's like right down from. Where's Lincoln at? It's right up from Garfield on Communipaw. Like you make that right, and you can go. I forget what the name of the street is, but it's the back way to Journal Square. Like you can go to Journal Square by following it all the way around, or you can go up a little bit and take the bus, take the number 2 and go all the way up to Journal Square. But yeah, bro, if we'd have lost to Lincoln, bro, if we'd have lost to Lincoln, I don't even know if the Knicks at Night podcast would exist, bro. That's how bad they was, bro. But anyway, I said all of that to say that Pacom Dadier might have to have one of those moments, right? Yeah, hey, Nick, yeah, hey, that's the same with me. My coach, my freshman coach was Mr. Marcellus, right? He was social studies teacher, right? Him and another dude that was the social studies teacher. He coached Maris's 9th grade team. And he always would come to school like, hey, guess what? We put in a new play today. We gonna get y'all boys. I don't even know if Maris is still open, but back in the day, like all of us used to be rivals. Snyder, Lincoln, Dickinson, Academic. Academic is the school that Malcolm Jamal Warner went to. Academic, whole bunch of St. Peter's. Yeah, I don't know if y'all ever heard of St. Anthony's, St. Aloysius, St. Peter's. Like the Catholic school, like the Catholic League teams, but that's what I think Pacom Dadier got to go through, bro. Like something got to happen. Something has got to click for that dog to be like. Something got to open the gate for that dog to come out. In my opinion,
Louisiana hot sauce Freezie be fine.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Just put it on his escargot. He be good.
Yeah. I think it's like Notre Dame football, all that talent, and they always losing to somebody. I think something got to happen for them in order for them to get over that hump.
Interesting.
Yeah, he gotta get Prezi, like he gotta get clotheslined or something. Or somebody got to do something to him.
Mm-hmm. He need one of those clotheslines. Kurt Rambis took.
Yeah. On that, man, I guess we can wrap right here. But Soulfing, I got to tell you something, bro.
What's going on for you?
We did the top 57 R&B albums of all time.
I saw y'all were on, man. I couldn't do it. I was gonna try to see about getting in, but I know I would have pulled a C. Lee on you.
Yeah, you'd have got some Corey Lee in behind the scenes.
Oh yeah,
You
man. I'd have got my
tripping.
Corey
Now you
Lee.
tripping.
You know,
Hey,
bump
guess
bump
what
night
Levert
all. I
was?
won't see Lee's.
Corey Z.
Corey
Yeah.
Z's.
I'm about to get some in a minute. Pause. Like rewind the tape and scratch that part out. Like pause. Legit. I'm talking about. Ooh, even getting some Corey Lee's. That don't sound right to me.
I said Corey
Z.
Z's.
I retract that. I retract this.
No, that's Corey Z's.
Corey Z's. So Corey Z's. Yeah. Yeah. Guess what? Guess where? Yo, Wise talking about Cocoa Puffs. Is that the new saying for Virginia ham?
Oh, there we go.
Wise is that Virginia ham?
Oh, well, we got shout out to Bully. Virginia ham.
Yo, but guess
Word.
what it was on that top 57 list of R&B albums all time?
Word.
They didn't make it, bro.
Wow.
Levert did not make it, bro.
Levert.
Johnny did not make it, bro.
Oh, you in top R&B albums of all time?
Yep. Top 57. Fritz Alcindor says Her has 3 of the best albums of all time.
I love you, Fritz. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. Of all time?
All time, bro.
R&B specifically? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and look at the whole list.
Yeah, bro, it ain't worth it. Some of them songs, some of them albums that made it, bro. I'm like, remember when we did the top 250 rap albums all time, or rap songs all time?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, brothers. I don't know. But hey, everybody. So generally what I try to do is predictions like right before the season start, right? So I think the Knicks play the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it's October 22nd. I think that's a Tuesday or something. So I'll probably do something like that on the 18th. Something like that. My prediction just now about Kev McCullough being a teacher's pet. I think that's a real thing. I'm gonna do some record predictions and do some rotational predictions and where I think the Knicks are gonna finish. Stuff like that. So if you're interested in prediction shows and all that stuff, man, make sure y'all check that out. That'll be next week sometime. Or maybe that'll probably be in about 10 days or so. That's like a Friday or Thursday, Friday, whatever it is. We'll do that then. I'm going to do a spreadsheet of record, right? I still had a spreadsheet of record from last year. I'm going to review that because I think we have IKBM Dre's prediction. We got Corey Lee's prediction from last year. We got Corey D. We got my prediction and all that stuff. And when I show y'all the predictions from last year and how we finished, and then open up the thing for the predictions for this year, I think y'all gonna get it. I think y'all gonna get a treat out of that. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna wrap up and get out of here. Thank y'all for coming through, hanging out with us. Thank y'all. Right? Thank y'all for coming through and hanging out with us. YouTube, y'all already know what it is. We're gonna get out of here, y'all. Peace, everybody.